Flaming hell. There we go. Ooh, shall I leave this on and take it off? I don't care. It's Wednesday. It's 2:05 p.m. It's Wednesday, 2:05 p.m. live! Unless you're watching this on repeat, in which case, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the repeat. I'm Chris, and today, my hat is covering my face. Also, it's Crackerjack. Also, I'm wearing a Phantom Manor t-shirt, so, you know, woo! Yay! A place I probably won't be able to visit for years, but don't worry, because, you know, Thorpe Park's going to be open. Oh, is it pissing it down where you are? It's pretty damp here as well. Doesn't help that we've had construction crews on every side of the house. So during this stream, I apologise if you hear drilling, if you hear whirring noises. I have no idea why so many construction crews in my local area are working on houses and in their yards. It's insane because, you know, at the time of this broadcast, we're still in lockdown. So, but I've got a cup of tea. I got woken up early because of all the construction crews. So I spent a bit of time with the pets, and then I got to work on the second edit of Out of the Broom Cupboard episode 10. So that will be coming out soon, finally. Yes. And I'm just getting ready for some Nathan Drake time. Your volume is slightly out of sync with the picture. Is that the same for everybody? Beetle Guy, are you experiencing that too? Should probably let the Discord know that we're live. Just in case you didn't realise, if you're a subscriber to this channel and you have a Discord, go to your user settings on Discord, link Twitch up with your Discord, and hey, guess what? We're live, so you are now able to get involved with the Discord if you're a subscriber. Just let me know. Let me tell the forums their good stuff. Hey, Matt. Oh, slightly out of syncness. That's really annoying. Let me see if this helps it. Any better? Any better? Is it any more for any more? How come we can go to the zoo but we can't hug family? Don't ask me. I've got no flaming idea. Hi, Matt. And hi, Ian. Better? Did it actually work? Oh my god! So I just muted my microphone on my stream deck. Okay, that's good. Right, let me tell the Discord that we're live. By the way, again, if you're a subscriber and you have Discord, the chat server / app, you can connect to your Twitch through user settings on Discord. Make sure that they're connected, and guess what? You subscriber can get into the Discord and we can chat along. And don't worry, if you don't renew your subscription, there's a 7-day window. If your subscription runs out and you don't renew it because you don't want to, or you can't choose to, or you can't afford it, or whatever, then there's a 7-day window so you can wrap stuff up, add people who are friends that you want to stay in touch with, things like that. So yay! Hey, Fiery Squirrel, it's been a while. I think you popped on, didn't you? Toward the end of the stream. Was it yesterday? Hey, DJ Punya. Right. So, we can't hug our families yet, but we can get tickets to Thorpe Park. But in the meantime, let's go back into Uncharted. So a little recap for those who watched yesterday. Spoilers for Uncharted 4, obviously. We found out after finding the Lost City that Avery's pirates set up as a colony. Was it not yesterday? It might have been last week. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. All the days are melding into one. Oh, hello, Sully. We found the Lost City. And then Nadine ambushed us with the mercenaries, and Rafe arrived, and we learnt that Sam had not actually... Sam had not actually been broken out by the mobster Escobar a few weeks ago and had to get him money. He'd been broken out of prison by Rafe 2 years ago to help him find Avery's treasure. And after 2 years of trying to help him find it, he's taken all the clues he had and gone to find Nathan because he believes that they deserve it, not Rafe. So, this whole time you thought you were trying to save your brother's life from a powerful gangster, when really, he was just tagging you along for the ride and not telling you the truth. You've put your life at risk, and more importantly, you've put your marriage at risk. Yeah. I'm here for as long as I'm going through the child games myself. Nice! So, everything's gone to crap. Nathan's fallen down a ravine, and now we're flashing back to the night Sam breaks him out of the convent when they were younger. We have, I believe, one treasure in this chapter. We also only have, I think it's 23 chapters. We're on chapter 16, so we might finish it today. We might wrap up by 5 wherever we are and finish it tomorrow. Hey, Adit, how you doing? Who knows? But I have loved diving back into this. And the reason yesterday's stream was longer than usual is because, quite frankly, I knew that the twist was coming, and I wanted to make sure everyone watching it got to enjoy that as we finished. Because it would suck if we just finished and then the twist happened halfway through. Is Battlefront 2 good? It's fun! I'm not great at it. I've played it twice since I got it. There is some noise like a fan. Yeah, can you hear? Is it massively loud or is it just humming? Because that is literally the PlayStation 4 warming up.
This is humongous.
Huge mungus. Let's double check my treasures. Yar! Treasure time! I wish this scrolled quicker! Yar! 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 Oh! Spoiler alert! Dunno, Adit. The only reason I kept going yesterday was simply because I knew the twist was coming and I thought that would be a better way to end the stream on the twist rather than it happened like half an hour into this. Am I playing it on Saturday? Battlefront. I think I've got it scheduled in. Check my... I can't do it right now because I don't want to disrupt my computer. But go into... go in another tab and check twitch.tv/officialcdj and have a look at my schedule. Because I think what we've got logged in for now is we've got Battlefront logged in for Saturday afternoon and a Just Chatting stream for Saturday night, I think is the plan this week. Okay, but not great. Well, hopefully this will distract you and cheer you up a little bit, Cockle. Right, so it turns out of the 3 treasures in this chapter we have. So I'm in no rush to get any of them. If we grab them by accident, I grab them by accident, but I'm in no rush. So here we go.
Where do we even start?
Start with finding a way in, and then we can take the grand tour.
You think this place has an alarm?
Let's try and find a way in that doesn't involve breaking the window.
No game tag to the stream on Saturday. Does it say TBC? Sorry, I can't remember. I can't remember when I updated my schedule. The way the schedules work on here is like they're basically, if that stream has happened in the schedule tab for my controls, it still says the details for that stream. But then when I change it, it changes it for the week ahead. It's confusing as sin. Yeah. So currently, yeah, TBC for Saturday. It might be Battlefront. But no confirmation, just because I tend to stream Battlefront the way I stream Overwatch, which is sometimes on here. Stop whatever it is you're doing, it's silly. No! Since when has silly ever stopped me from doing anything? Yeah, it could be Star Wars on Saturday, could be not, but Saturday night is when we're going to do a Just Chatting stream this week. No Jackbox this week. For reasons. There we go. I know some streams who just upload a whole week of stream as a picture on their social media. Yeah, I sometimes do, but I think because everything's a little flexy, I don't want to commit to it solidly. Oh, I barely know what time of day it is as well. Hope you're doing alright, lovely Dale. Right, so let's try over there, shall we?
Alright. Let's look around back, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to, Sam, but you walk right into me, you dinkus. Samuel, you're a dingus, and you walked right into me. So again, just for those who don't know, who missed the end of the stream last night,
Oh yeah.
Follow me.
there was a twist. We found out that what's it? Alcatraz was his name. I can't remember now. The villain had not actually broken Sam out of prison a few weeks ago and was demanding money. Rafe had broken Sam out of prison 2 years ago, and Sam has come to Nathan because he thinks they deserve the treasure together, not Rafe. So Sam has been lying the whole bloody time to you. And now we've flashed back. Bob. The villain is called Bob. Well, Sam's not far
I
off.
brought a spare.
Do 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 do
So,
do
are we
do
looking for any
do.
particular room?
Just keep an eye out for any books, journals, any kind of research.
That's a
papers.
weeping angel if I ever saw one. Day off today, so chilling. Nice.
And in here.
Okay.
Nope.
It's not going to be inside it. Boxes are filled with old traveling and camping equipment.
I shouldn't. There's definitely better voices for Bob the Builder out there. Oh, nice. Just finished business work to your stream, so thanks. Business work, eh? That old business work. I love some business work. The majority of my business this morning has been editing. My name is Genichiro Namba. I recently attended your lecture at the Adventurers Lodge last week regarding your recent find. Recent, twice in the sentence. Come on. I think the bad weather isn't helping the time either. Yeah, God, tell me about it. Don't blink. Blink and you'll be slightly inconvenienced because we'll reload if we die. The set of Tokugawa-era armour you obtained off the coast of Okinawa. Your presentation was utterly fascinating, though I was surprised by the condescending tone of the questions from the audience. I believe recognition and respect for one's work should not be contingent on race or gender. I imagine we have both struggled in that regard. I write today because I have come into possession of what I believe to be French jousting armour, though I am not completely certain of the date nor the country of origin. If you have any time to spare, I would appreciate the insight of someone with your expertise. Apologies if this is too forward, but I will only be in the city for another month. In September, I travel to Iceland to study a Viking burial site, and would deeply regret missing the opportunity to speak with you further. I am staying at the Lennox if you wish to contact me. I sincerely hope you do. Kindest regards, Kenichiro Namba. What is it? Blunt dink. Blunt even dink. Dink in your bled. Dink in your bled. The other missing episode rumours. What missing episode rumours? Football Joker. Is that R2-D2? Oh my god, it's R2-D2! Hi, R2! Your famous arm? Go on. Say things, R2. Ah. Oh, don't be sad. Oh, R2 fell over. Dr. Werotog? Hello, thank you for the follow, Dr. Werotog. R2 Lutu. Brilliant. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. It's never too late, Ian, because they can always re-bloody release it as a special edition in the future, as is their way. Lucy does a pretty solid R2-D2. Ah, Sam's found a way in to the house.
So, how do we find them?
What, Mom's notebooks? And don't you remember? She always used that off-white rubber binder.
Yeah, I know, but it's such a large place.
Oh,
Needle in a haystack.
so they're looking for a book of their mum's, this woman's house.
Here we go. White leather. Sam, I think I found one.
For real?
No. It's not one of Mom's.
Kenshiro Nanba. Yeah, Nate, just leave the lid off, that's fine. Mind you, this whole house looks like it's been abandoned, so... As long as we don't start into some kind of PT-style loop, I'll be fine. Playing as young Nate, though, like suddenly playing as a teenager, I am half expecting, after all that Life is Strange week before last, for us to suddenly rewind time. Hey, Penguin Queen Bleh, how you doing? Oh, we got another letter. More school! Dear Eddie! Greetings from Peru. I hope my letter arrived safely. There's no post office here, only a small patch of grass serving as a runway and slow boats up the Manu River. I wish you could have seen the howler monkeys yesterday. Bright orange creatures with expressive faces and ample curiosity. I would not describe the noise they make as a howl, however. It is like a hurricane wind mixed with the lion's roar. Were it not illegal and dangerous, I would bring home one for you as a pet. No. Your mom is busying herself with preparations. Wait a minute, hang on. Eddie, alright. Your mother is busy with all preparation for tomorrow's excursion into the jungle, where we hope to conclude our research. She sends her love. I promise when you're older, we shall bring you on our trips, so that you might experience the larger world for yourself. Be good for grandmother. Study hard. We shall see you in a month. Love, Georgie! Where's Paddington? Well, he's obviously with the Browns, isn't he?
Hey, these boxes remind you of anything?
Every place we ever lived.
Exactly.
I remember down
My
the
toy
road.
soldiers!
We're unpacking. We're just gonna move again in a month.
Yep. Always the asshole.
I've got to say, the younger casting for Sam is perfect, and I wonder whether or not it was younger Sam cast first and then Troy Baker cast, and basing it off the younger guy, or the other way around.
Ming Dynasty days.
Nathan, who in their right mind would have a Ming Dynasty vase?
Paddington lives in the
sitting around
TARDIS.
like that?
Yeah.
In the marmalade room.
Probably a knockoff of some kind.
Yeah, of course it is, right?
Right.
Come on, Sam, let me pay it.
Won't budge.
Here, let's do it together. You ready? Push! Push! Push!
Troy Baker can do everything. Absolutely. Ooh.
It's some sort of sarcophagus.
Yeah. Look around. This whole place is filled with sarcophaguses. Or sarcophagi.
Troy Baker is a goddamn legend.
Man. This is real.
A friend of a friend got to meet him. I was very jealous. What have you realised?
Place. Well, let's go find out.
Yep. The Twitch stream's got on my YouTube account about
Hey, do me a favor.
roughly...
When I die, bury me in one of these.
Sure. Can I mummify you and put your organs in a jar too?
On second thought, maybe not.
Yeah, they go on roughly 2 weeks after they're on here. But it's because I always uploaded highlights. I thought we're going to do complete gameplay. I'll upload complete gameplay.
Hey, you recognize that one?
I've seen something like it before.
Reclining figures. It's a trust.
I'm Bad Batman. What?
That's right.
Iron Maiden.
Husband and wife. Buried together. It's kind of dark. In like an awesome sort of way.
Yeah. Huh. This one's Roman. 3rd,
Oh, nice double
4th
bill.
century.
This place is
How was Life is Strange? Any copyright issues because the game got butchered when it first came out?
Dinosaur wing?
Several of them have muted sections here on Twitch, and one of them is... All of them have a copyright claim on them for music, but one of them is completely blocked in some countries, part 2, due to some of the music. It's daft. But it's been coming out periodically. And Dimmy, my friend Samantha, she tweeted last night, blocking official CDJ. He knows what he did. He chose Bay, B-A-Y, over Bay, B-A-E. And I was like, oh, right, she's watched the Life is Strange playthrough. I mean, I get copyright claiming it for the musicians,
Hey, Nathan, check
but
it
not
out.
blocking,
Now, who
you
am I?
know?
Huh? Dr. Livingston, come on.
That's way
Nice.
too big for him. She's still wearing that ridiculous hat? He is. He's keeping the hat. These fully realised worlds, they look so good.
So where are we going?
Huh?
Go anywhere in the world.
Can you hear the game alright, by the way?
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Well. Here we go. India.
Yeah, we'll visit the Taj Mahal.
I've been there. It's very hot, but very beautiful.
Soviet
Not the Taj
Union.
Mahal, but I've been to India.
Let's
I've
go
never
to
been to the Soviet
Moscow.
Union.
Yeah, it might be a tad difficult to get in. I always wanted to see the Red Square, though.
Let's try again.
I love how they're such hellraisers, but they're also massive history buffs.
Sure would be cool to see Windsor Castle.
Eh.
Right, Sam?
Hey, don't look at me. It's not my fault you weren't born yet. It's not like I remember much of it anyways. And it wasn't that
Ooh, nice.
Uh-huh. Okay. One last spin. Brazil.
Hey, now you're talking.
Oh no.
All kinds of undiscovered
Sections
places
of
in
this
the
one,
rainforest.
replaying it, I was like, oh
And
my
all
god.
kinds of undiscovered tribes with poison darts.
Yeah, that too.
That mask is wonderful. Oh, that's so cool.
Hey, check it out.
These lads are crap at snooping, seriously.
Fertility totems. Aren't you a little old to be making that joke? Wow. This table's as big as the ones in the orphanage dining hall.
I bet the food here was better.
Wouldn't take much.
Damn, they must have thrown some great parties in here.
Judging by the artifacts, they certainly had enough money for it.
Yeah. Looks like it's been a long time since.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, raid party! Hey guys! You caught me breaking into a house! We're into the third act of Uncharted 4. How you doing, guys? It's the end. It's alright, we've got a vet in. Ha ha! Hello, raid! Lovely Mel's. How was your lunchtime stream, guys? Oh, some knocking outside. My god.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Always wanted to see that flick.
It's a book. This is a book, Sam. It's not a DVD or a VHS, my friend. Or a Betamax.
Last turn.
Hello, my lovelies. How are we all doing? Welcome aboard. You're in Uncharted 4 territory now. You're in Uncharted 4 territory, gosh darn it. How are we all doing today? We all ready to go to Thorpe Park before we see our family? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Well, I've finished that tea now, so it's downhill from here. Nice to see you. My name's Chris, and we do complete playthroughs for a laugh. Don't you worry, Mels. You've done enough, you absolute sweetheart. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good one. And I'll make sure the kids behave, don't worry. Ian, what's a book? Guys, get your oms out for Mels. Oms! Good chakra for Mels. Big thank you to Mel. I'm not going to Thorpe Park. No. No. I'm mocking the hypocrisy of our government having a date for certain businesses reopening, but not giving us a date for when they think it would be safe for us to see our family. Oms for Mels. Venture of life. Is this the lady whose house we've broken into? Me thinks it be. Me thinks it be. Don't you dare hit it, Nathan. No, he did it.
It's from Southeast Asia.
Super Ted. Oh, is that what you're watching? Nice. Bit of Super Ted. I want to look around here, but Sam's gone off that way. I'm going to assume, considering we're putting everything on, that this lady isn't here.
Look at these. Compass, sundial.
I don't wish we could go to Thorpe Park. I wish I could hug my family. That's what I wish. Evelyn, I happened across the latest issue of Adventure Life and was both surprised and delighted to see you grace its cover once again. I am pleased to see you looking so happy, still doing what you enjoy. In spite of our separate lives, your accomplishments still bring me no small amount of pride. Attached is the photo from Edmund's graduation. Top of his class. I guess we did something royal. Oh god, any news? Have the other housemates heard anything from him, Rebecca? Attached. I just read that out. Attached is the bloody photo. Attached is the photo. Attached is the photo. About it. Though he would kill me if I knew. Though he would kill me if he knew I told you. I want you to know that Edmund was devastated when you chose to journey to India without him this past summer. He has grown into a capable and self-assured young man. His flashes of insight remind me of you, particularly the look that crosses his face just before the Eureka moment. What's more, he loves and admires you more than I can express. I've had my share of struggles over the years, and I've never asked you for anything. I'm now asking you to take Edmund on your next journey. By Jingo. I know it'll be a challenge, and it might not move at the pace you're used to, but I promise you this by Jingo. Oh, thank you for the cheers at it! Bless your eyes. Oh god, okay, that's worrying. Do you have any contacts for his family, like through Facebook or anything like that? But I promise you this, you'll find a joy the likes of which no one else can provide. I look forward to hearing from your next big about your next big find. Keep making us all proud. Warmest regards. Ken. Our Ken. Oh, so that relationship bloomed and blossomed then. It's a proper friendship.
Hey, they've got your favorite book here.
Really?
A general history of the robberies and murders of the most notorious pirates.
Yeah, more like a generally made-up history. Even the author's name is a fake.
Fake or not, this looks like a first edition.
Are you serious? Man, this place, man. Wow.
Want to take it with you?
Nah. It'll just disintegrate in my backpack.
This is Lady Gaga's music. I've not heard the new stuff. Is it good? Raiders, where are you at? You actually here? The number didn't spike at all. I think we got some comments.
Someone wanted to buy their stuff. Guess they said no.
But the number didn't spike on the digits.
I wouldn't want to part with the stuff either.
Oh, thank you very much, Blulu. That's very strange that the number's not actually got. Oh, it has now. Oh, that's weird. It hadn't a minute ago. Very strange. Sorry about that. I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe 28 entire people came over and went, no thanks. I can imagine 27 of them doing it. Allow the sarcophagus to join its fellows from the Amenhotep's tomb in our museum. I certainly understand your reluctance. You did beat us to the find after all, but our offer is more than generous, and I can assure you it'll be treated and displayed with the proper care and respect due to the sarcophagus and the effort undertaken to retrieve it. You have enjoyed its magnificence in your home for years. It's time to share it with the rest of the world. I hope you'll reconsider my offer. Yours sincerely, Peter K. Oh! Super Antlers, thank you so much for the follow. Bless you. Bless you, paging girl. Peter K. GR Acquisitions. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Super Antlers. You're a good egg. The goodest of eggs. We like good eggs around here. Good eggs get homes. Don't we, folks? Hey? Good egg gets a good home. Except from Dale.
Samurai.
Dale whips out his underoos.
You recognize the crest?
Hollyhock leaves are, let's see, don't tell me.
No, the letter was from...
Tokugawa
Never mind.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the one to actually uncover these things?
Okay. I don't think Mom's journals are anywhere in here. check upstairs.
No, not the comedian. Nathan Drake is of the heroes and villains swashbuckle category of good guys, like Indiana Jones, Lara Croft. Like, there's killing of goons and bad guys and whatnot, but you know, it's a fantasy world in that instance. You know, my dearest E. Oh my God, hydrate. My God, my God. Your journey to El Mirador sounds fantastic. Did the Mayans leave anything behind for you? Look forward to hearing more in person upon my return. Oh, June the 8th, 1937. That's a cruel joke. Yours, Amelia Earhart. Have you seen film? What film? Yeah. That is a rare bloody artifact. That letter in itself is a rare artifact. Have I seen Lara Croft Tomb Raider? I have. The Angelina Jolie film from, what was it, 2000? Yes, I've seen it.
It's locked.
In fact, we own it. We've got the double bill somewhere here. Under L for Lara Croft, is it? No, it must be under T for Tomb Raider. Yeah, T for Tomb Raider. I've not seen Alicia Vikander's one, no. Yeah, I'll alphabetize them just because we've got so many. We've got, like, there's a whole wall of them, so it's just easier to find stuff if they're in alphabetical order.
Up there.
Yeah, apparently it is just a remake of the 2013 reboot game, isn't it? It's just an adaptation of that. I have no interest in it. I don't find the 2013 Lara as a character compelling at all. I think there's a really cool story you could tell there, but once again, just don't call her Lara Croft. And it's a new character. A character who has to survive in a horrible situation on an island. Like that. That to me would be awesome. But instead it's just, let's redo Uncharted, kinda, with more emphasis on survival, like Far Cry. And now it's Tomb Raider. It's like, but it's not Tomb Raider, you know? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Lara Croft for me is do you count the in your alphabetizing? I don't. I don't count the. And I don't count a or an. A, an, or the. I don't count those at the beginning. Lara Croft, yellow W red. So, for example, like An American Werewolf is under A for American, and American Werewolf in London. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, I'm not interested in the reboot Tomb Raider as a character.
You kidding me?
Like, eh.
Yeah.
In so much that she's apparently Lara. You know what I mean? If she was a brand new character, I think I'd like it a lot, but because she's meant to apparently be Lara, I'm like, ugh. OG Lara is a more interesting character to me. 19 days and 666 followers. What do you mean? 19? Yeah, I can see that. There's a meter over there that says it. How do we get up here?
Check this out.
Where's Sam? Where he is?
I think I found a way up. Come here. I'm moving this. Alright, you ready?
Here we go.
Oops.
It's a Polaroid.
Let me see. I think it still works. Come here. Now smile, alright?
Oh, the hat you're wearing dictates what the photo looks like going forward.
Don't lose it.
Go on. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, how good does that look? Shake it, Nathan. Shake it like a... Shake it like... What should we shake it like? I don't know. Something Funny that you shake.
Okay. Up here. Hey, don't fall.
For those who are curious, you get the other treasure by going... up here, I think it is. Shake it off! Hey, Swad! Thanks for the host, Sonny Jim. Yeah, the other treasure is... around here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Guess not. Must have been dreaming. Hang on. There it is. Idiot. So there's the other treasure for those who were following. We already got this one, so I didn't think it was necessary, you know, to track it down. But I'm showing it for you. Addit, thank you for the host. By Jingo. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Time travel seems to be a theme, yes, even though it's a flashback. Yeah, well. Let's fill that chat with Wells. Time travel's being mentioned. The time traveler should probably show himself. Shut up, K9. Are you on SoundCloud? I am. My podcast is on SoundCloud. If you search official CDJ, you'll find it. In fact, you can say it's one of the things listed there. SoundCloud. Fiddle-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Fiddle diddle diddle dum. Fiddle dee.
There.
Tiny Nate Drake doo 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 doo. Tiny Nate Drake doo 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 doo. I am a little bit, so be careful, mate. Oh god. I have a TikTok, but I haven't used it yet because the moment the pandemic started, everyone started using TikTok. I was like, if I'm going to make sketches for TikTok, it's just going to get lost in this sea right now. So I'm waiting. Not in a rush. But I will do sketches there, because I always liked Vine as like a place to make short skits. So. You can go give me a follow if you want. I'm not posting anything yet, but you can go follow official CDJ on TikTok, should you wish.
Okay. I'm in.
Oh, I feel really annoyed about us breaking in now.
It's locked from this side too. Codeine. Lots of painkillers.
Dear. We've broken in to try and find something of our mother's, apparently. Okay. Evelyn, I was hoping I wouldn't have to write this letter. I was hoping our last conversation made my intentions clear. I was hoping that ignoring your repeated attempts to contact me would eventually send the right message. Discovering you sent my door-do a check in the mail means the message was too subtle for someone like you. I don't need your money, and more to the point, I don't want your money. I can take care of my family just fine without your help. It's insulting to both of our intelligences to pretend that your hollow gesture would somehow rekindle our relationship. What little was left of our bond died the moment you couldn't bother to show up for Dad's funeral. Right up to the moment he drew his last breath, he still loved you. I don't. I pray you find peace, but whatever it is you've been seeking your entire life... With whatever it is you've been seeking your entire life, but do not contact me or my family again. Edmund. My guide. Yeah.
Well, that's...
Get away from my door-do. Boo. Stay away from my door-do. Oh god. Is TikTok controversial again? What's it done now? Or what are people doing on it now? No. So suggestions that she did indeed love him. Do a Gollum accent. I'm not a performing monkey. Well, I am, but, you know, for hire. There are people up to no good on every bloody app and service. That always happens. Stay away from my door, dude.
Anything?
Didn't see any journals.
Well, we still
Yeah,
got the
performing monkey if the role
outdoors.
is that of a monkey that performs. Can we go over here now? Is there a reason we can... Oh, do I have the key for it? I guess. Oh. Oh.
Journals galore. Well, let's see what we find.
Nope.
Sarpi to the Great and the Amber Room. Kolya Yurkov, St. Petersburg State University. Won't be here for too long because I'm in the middle of a furlough-induced deep clean, but wanted to stop by and spread some love to you. Bless you, Emma! And more importantly, bless Wine O'Clock and all who sail in it. Oh, actually, while you are here, you'll appreciate this because you're a Disney fan. I'm wearing a Phantom Manor t-shirt. Hey, hey, hey. Lou? Which trip was this Phantom Manor t-shirt from? I guess it would have been... Was this 2012 or 2015? 2011 or 2015? This Phantom Manor t-shirt? Which Paris holiday do you think it was? 2011 or 2015? 2015. What? Oh, yeah. Yes. We bought it that night. Yeah. Yeah. We bought them that night. Oh my god. Basically, we were like overloaded on joy, I guess, and thought we had a bottomless bit of money, apparently. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this was, as Lucy just pointed out, this was bought in a flurry of merch we bought the night that we got engaged. In Disneyland Paris. You got the Phantom Manor Haunted Mansion inspired print delivered. Yeah, we got one. Where's it from? The Welcome Foolish Mortals framed thing we've got. The Crafty Burrito, yeah. We're trying to figure out how to do a Haunted Mansion Phantom Manor display because we have that much Haunted Mansion Phantom Manor stuff in the house that we're trying to figure out how to put it up on the walls in the living room without it sort of looking odd. So we'll make it work, but we love it, and we've got like a signed artistic rendition signed by the illustrator, the painter of the Florida mansion, and we've got a Phantom Manor print in a big frame. We've got the photos of ourselves done up where you move, our faces become skeletal. We've got loads of Phantom Manor stuff. Hey, Grave Gamer, how you doing? Oh, there you go. Great minds think alike. Would you do the pie face thing again? What do you mean the pie face thing again? You are 110% behind a Phantom Manor / Haunted Mansion display. I know, Ian, on the bloody Big Damn forums, you've been trying to encourage me to spend money on the really rare Funkos they're about to release. We kind of want to, but we also are like, we want to eat. Where you Piedy and Sterling? You're going to have to narrow it down, my friend. It's been A, years, and B, I've had many pies to the face, pied people in the face a lot over my TV career. Some would say too many times. Some would say an embarrassing, sad amount of times. There's a lot of journals. I wonder if one's written by my daughter. Oh.
This is it.
These journals by our mum? Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm going to dive into the story a little bit here. Every time it's getting dramatic, I'm going to hush my damn mouth. Should probably go full screen, really, shouldn't I? Here we go. Oh, Halloween Making Mini, nice. Yeah, we were meant to be going for Halloween this year, but now we're going for Halloween next year. it's officially been cancelled / postponed, which we're miffed about, but at the same time happy that, you know, there's still like a finish line next year to look forward to. Evelyn bought a first edition of A General History of the Pirates from a collector along with a stack of 18th century documents. Among them I found a very intriguing letter from one Joseph Burns, who not only admits to being a crewman on Henry Avery's ship, but possibly hints at Avery's vast treasure. What else could riches of paradise refer to? If he sent this letter from prison, he clearly didn't have the treasure with him, so where is it? Need to trace it back to the source, Henry Avery's attack on the Guns Way. Picture caption, Joseph Burns. Map caption, last known sighting. Note above letter, what are these markings? Oh, nice! Let's see if we cross over. Turn the pages. Yeah, wait for my daughter!
Henry Avery. Gunsway heist.
Oh, God. Read, Nate, read!
What do you got there?
I've never seen this one.
This is where the seed was sown.
That's definitely Mom's handwriting.
This is where the seed was sown.
Put up your hands.
Oh, there she is.
Hey. There's no need for that.
What is he holding?
Hey, you keep your gun on me.
Give me my journal.
All right.
Yeah, tag team. Tag team Doom Buggies.
I'm sorry, Nathan. So what now?
Now, we wait for the police.
Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with that headache.
Stop.
I mean, the hassle of ruining 2 kids' lives, that's...
I really don't want to shoot you.
Come on, lady, it was no harm, no foul, all right?
We all must face the consequences for our actions.
And at least let him go. I brought him down here so he could see our mom's stuff. That's it, he had nothing to do with this.
What?
I'm telling you that this is all on me.
No. Your mother's stuff.
Yeah, that journal. It was our mom's.
You're Cassandra Morgan's voice.
Hi?
Michael. I could have shot you.
Yeah, you still might, so, do you mind?
Yeah, you take that cigarette. I'm sure that's what you need right now. Cool lighter, though.
You knew our mom?
The cool lighter, though.
As I'm sure you've noticed, I'm a collector of sorts.
That's sort of an understatement.
So, Mom was like your translator? Your mother was the most brilliant historian I have ever met. We could have accomplished so much together. But then her illness and... I'm sorry.
It's alright. Happened a long time ago.
Of all her discoveries,
Oh.
this would have been her crowning achievement.
This was like... This was the absolute unit of them all.
Elvis, no.
Sick, bruh.
Greatness from small beginning.
Sir Francis Drake's motto. Yeah, Latin and historical figures. Those were our dinner conversations. We were a weird family.
Did she ever tell you her theories regarding Sir Francis Drake and his heirs? Sir Francis Drake didn't have any heirs.
Yeah.
That's what history tells us.
Oh, this is what starts Nate off on his whole
These other ones.
solo career.
Learning that old pirate secrets is just one more adventure I have to let go.
But like, you
There's
know,
a lot I have to let go.
bruh, it was so unbelievably sick.
Forgive me. Grammy.
Oh, swad. Tonal dissonance.
It is as much yours as it is mine. Who knows? Perhaps one day you'll be able to finish what she started.
For the dark times. For the Empire.
Yeah, so,
There was dab, dab, dab,
we're off
dab.
the hook, right?
I'll handle the police.
My Black Series action figure of the child is due in the next couple of days. My Black Series action figure of Cara Dune is due in the next couple of days. And in just over a month, I get my Mandalorian in his Beskar silver armour. And then I shall be happy. Have the three of them on a shelf together.
Sorry about the mess.
Come on, Nathan.
I love how I just list her as old woman in the subtitles. We know her name is Evelyn. We've been reading all the letters. Call her Evelyn.
Are you okay?
Holy shit. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Oh god.
Sam?
To die would be a totally sick trick, brah.
You alright?
Wait, we have to do something.
Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here.
Just leave her here.
There's nothing we can do for her. Right? We have to run. If the cops find us here, then this... Nathan! We gotta go. Right now.
Oh, fair enough. You clean and procrastinate on Battlefront. Fair enough. Listen to the sounds of an old woman dying. What a cool... That's really sad. That is genuinely really upsetting. Don't put us back in here. By the way, if you follow me on Twitter, last night I tweeted out the Uncharted fan film that was made a couple of years ago, set sort of before this game. The one where Nathan Fillion plays Nathan Drake. It's bloody good, and my favourite bit is the bit where it shifts to the third person... Oh, hydrate, alright. Shifts to the third person video game perspective. It's bloody amazing. It's bloody incredible. And it's the Uncharted film we want to see, not the one they're making. Come on, Nate. Oh god. Gotta hope they get to her in time.
Sam, I got you.
Just jump.
It's that mix of things of like Sam clearly does love his brother and wants the best for him, but also like you can see that he's deceitful. And the right thing to do would have been to stay with her and explain the situation to the police. Yeah, we would have gone back to the nunnery, but we should have looked after her.
Gate looks clear.
And it's to show that in the future, like he's like, we deserve this treasure. We did the work for it, but obviously he's lied to Nate to get there, and he's put Nate's marriage in danger, but it's also put the two of their lives in danger as well. Off the rooftop, step in time. Off the rooftop, step in time. Run away from the Polus.
Stop, goddammit! Come on! Go, go, go!
Where?
Gotcha! Come on, go! I did already! One more warning! Down on the ground! Hands on your head! Gotcha!
Oh, shit.
Come on, Nate. Come on. You have to go, because otherwise time changes. Hang on, Swad. I'll get to that wall. Absolute unit of text in a second.
They're bolting! The dumpster, come on!
Okay.
Back to the main gate! On the bike, now, come on! Alright, hold on tight.
Gotta read this, sorry. You should have been there, Luke. We were backflipping everywhere. One-liners galore. You should have heard that one time. I was fighting this cyborg dude with like 4 lightsabers. We were kind of like mortal enemies through the entire war. Anyways, I was riding this massive lizard. And I jumped right in the middle of his whole army, and I shit you not, I just said, hello there, to him. Hi, Gamer Pro, thank you for the follow. Funniest thing you ever saw. Anyway, I shot him. Dude's eye is set on fire. And I still had a one-liner for it. That's amazing, squad. That's so good. During the Missy reveal, people did videos of, it's the master, step in time. Brilliant. Oh, I don't think helmets are the biggest concern, Rebecca. Take me to a nunnery. Gamer Pro, thank you so much for the follow. Very appreciated. And helping us achieve the 6th month of the year goal of a satanic number of followers. Because why not? Why not? Tried to get it by the 6th of the 6th, but we had a bit of a pickup. And then a bunch of people unfollowed while we're playing Uncharted for some reason. Strange, that. It's the master. Step in time. It's the master. Step liquids. Some night won't be just any night.
That wasn't our fault back there. And that lady, she was sick.
Still should have helped, man.
Okay to feel bad. There was nothing we could do about it.
I have a Ben Kenobi and a New Hope Vader up there doing the slow lightsaber fight.
I can't go back to the orphanage. You can't go back to your job.
Gotham City!
Sure.
No, I'm serious. We get as far away from this place as we possibly can.
Yeah? And how long till the cops find us?
Well, I think they'll be looking for Nathan and Samuel Morgan.
Yeah, that's us.
What if it wasn't?
It's so good, Gamer Pro. I love it.
Back
I
at
love
that
it.
mansion,
It's
you
my
knew
second
just
favourite.
As much about that stuff as that poor old lady. Here. I always felt that we were destined for something great. Until tonight, I didn't know what that meant.
I need to give it a look. It's been recommended to me before, but I've not watched it.
This is our chance.
But I've got them on my shelf doing the slow
With
fight.
brand new identities.
What are you talking about?
I know some guys. Good at forging papers too. Now, as for our
They've established
man,
how much older Sam is.
Mom believed that Sir Francis Drake had heirs.
No.
Who's to say he didn't?
You're serious, aren't you?
Nathan, we were meant for this. And I promise, you and me together, we're gonna go far. So what do you say?
The hair as well in this, just so good. Hair is something in video games that even to this generation they've not managed to nail in a lot of games, but like Elena's hair, she has like this, just like the strands, loose strands here. They look so good. Speaking of,
Explorers. Adventurers. Mostly thieves. Ow.
Okay, just hold still.
hey,
For a while it felt like if we weren't taking turns going to jail, just because we were in jail together. After I lost him,
when is what going to end?
after I thought I lost him.
Lockdown. I don't have that answer. I'm not the World Health Organization. I'm not a member of government who's not irresponsible. I don't have that answer. All I'm saying is stay indoors as much as bloody possible. Please, for the love of God. Not only Elena to the rescue, this past week on his co-owned YouTube channel with Troy Baker, the guy who plays Sam, Nolan North on Retro Rewind did a reunited video over Zoom with the cast of the first, mostly Uncharted 3's main cast, including series creator and director of the first 3 games, Amy Hennig. And what's great about it is Emily Rose, who's not in need of an exorcism, who plays Elena, just looks the spit of her. Because of course they all mocapped them, they all mocapped performances, but like her moving and talking, it's like, oh my god, you are Elena Fisher / Drake. So yeah, Give that a look. I'll put the link in toward the end of
I
this
didn't
if you want to watch
bring
it.
up again.
Something like that.
Bet.
That's it. Now you know everything.
With you, I doubt that that's everything. But it's a lot.
I know what you mean. Like they get all the gigs, but that's not their fault. They are
You're lucky
undoubtedly
I found
amazing at their job. Of course, Elena saved him. Elena saved him in the first
you. It
place,
would've been
and
a
here she
royal
is physically
pain
saving
getting
him.
out of here.
How did you
God, just
find
the
me?
graphics, man.
Oh, you know, easy. Just follow the sound of gunfire.
No, I mean, how did you get here? Oh, of course.
Come in, Sully.
Hey!
How's he doing?
Oh, you know, he's banged up, but he's alive, par for the course. Now we just need to rescue the other Drake.
What do you mean?
I'll let Nate tell you.
Here the weather is particularly nice in
Glad you could join us.
Greater Manchester in an office streaming a video game this time of
What
year.
happened to Sam?
Rafe's got him.
You know where they are?
Yeah, they're headed to the northern side of the island. See if you can find a place to set down over there. Once we get Sam, we're gonna need to get out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, there need to be more people used and on
What
show,
about the
but
treasure?
never knock
Get it.
the talent for that because it's not their fault. They are excellent.
But Alcazar.
No, there is no Alcazar.
Oh,
Bullshit. Wait, you mean the dip, the escape?
Yeah, Sam made it all up. What
Sam
an asshole,
lied.
right?
Santa's been.
Look, I'll fill you in on everything when I see you, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait. You two be safe down there.
You know us.
Treja.
Thanks.
Oh, right. Same thing, Dale. Same thing. Both tasty.
No, I mean, thanks for saving me
May I see it?
again.
No.
I almost didn't this time.
All four of these games have had performance capture throughout them. They were all hands-on directed. First three by Amy
Yeah,
Hennig.
that's right.
This one by the newer owners at Naughty Dog.
So, we're headed to the northern side of the island,
Yeah, New Devon, home to the founders of Libertalia.
and that's where Rafe is taking your brother.
The treasure's probably there. Just need to save Sam before they find it.
So let's just double treasure check. Let's see how many we need to get in this section because I'm trying to capture all them during this playthrough. Yeah, Naughty Dog's mocap stuff is amazing. Like in The Last of Us, Joel, look again, Troy Baker looks amazing. Okay, so I'm trying to get all the treasures while I'm playing through, so don't judge me if we stop to look at the guide. Oh, Zockus Smockus, Tat Cave, genius. All right, got to stop. Someone's cashing a show and tell for the points. What do you want to see? What do you want to see, my friend? What do you want to see? For those who don't know, the highest points cashing thing right now is something called show and tell, because obviously I'm in a room full of tat, and you can inquire to have a closer look at oh, it was an accident? You cashed it! You may as well take it. Is there a particular item you want to see, or a question about an item? Questions we've had so far have been things like, what's the rarest thing you've got, or what's your favourite like collectible? Could just be like, what's that one back there? Can I see it? Let me know. Every item in here's got a story attached to it. What would you like to know, Zockus Smockus? I am at your whim! For those who've been watching quite often, you might have noticed a very subtle rearranging of the room. Like that chair's further back, with a shield down there. Biscuits to my left. What's the Captain America shield made of? Fair enough, Zockus Smockus, cashing in on the old show and tell. Well, this shield is of course made of 100% Wakandan vibranium, except it isn't. This is a shield made by Disguise, is the name of the company, and it's a great, like, visual. It's got the slight sheen. It's got the MCU sort of style. You know, the star's got different ridging and shapes on it. But it's based on the comics. However, it is a plastic mold. So it's very much. This is very much a shield for play, as it were. Like if you're cosplaying, you could obviously deck out the bottom to be a bit sturdier, make a different strap. But it's mostly for display. What I wanted to do for the longest time was display it if there was enough room on the walls in here. Was like mount that to the wall, and then I can't show you properly here. I'll try. Hang on. I'll try. I'll tilt it. See there at the very top, there's a Sontaran poster on the edge of that shelf. Just above that is Mjolnir and the Iron Patriot's helmet. Black Panther's suit is vibranium. Vibranium comes from Wakanda, and Cap's shield is made from vibranium. So the plan was to have this on the wall, Mjolnir mounted on the same wall, and not the Iron Patriot helmet per se, but like an Iron Man item. So maybe that for a time, and then if I could get an Iron Man item, I'd have that on the wall. Since though, this and them, all made by costume sort of shops, have been outdone because Marvel Legends as a wave have been releasing props based on the MCU. So they've done a Cap shield, they've done like an Iron Man helmet, they've done a Mjolnir. The one I've always wanted, and I've just not had the cash to throw at it, but I've always wanted it, and I always keep an eye on it on Amazon because the price of it goes up and down between like 60 quid and 120. And one day when I've got 60 quid to chuck, I'll buy it. But is the Infinity Gauntlet. They've made an Infinity Gauntlet based on the one Thanos uses in the MCU films. So it is like, you know, like yay big, and has like pulleys inside so that the fingers can move and it lights up. I've always wanted that because I'd love to just stick that on a shelf over there. The idea that the Infinity Gauntlet's just hanging out in my office. One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. But till then, I'm so super happy with my shield, and I love that I've got Mjolnir. I thought it might have been Uru. I had a brain thought. No, Uru metal is Mjolnir. Mjolnir is Uru metal. You made a Mjolnir for school tech. Nice! That's pretty cool. Daddy thick. Thanos thick. There's a couple Thanoses back there. Do you think the Pink Panther's gauntlet? Yeah, the Pink Panther, because here he is. The Pink Panther. There he is. Dun, dun, dun. This gauntlet. Pink Panther's gauntlet. Yeah, the downside to that gauntlet, of course, is it can't be posed. The fingers can't be posed. They've got pulleys inside it, so that the fingers just sort of move like that. But it means you can't, like, pose it snapping, of course. But that's fine. So there you go, Zocka Smockus. Little show and tell. Cap shield, which is now, thanks to the new arrangement of the office, permanently in shot. Huzzah! There we go. The super long time glove. Well. Filth. Anyway. Back to Uncharted Here. Sounds wrong. It's not meant to be. Right, so in this one we have 6 items in this chapter. 6. The Mughal flared vase, which we don't have. The Mughal hinged box, which we don't have. The jade serving bowl, which I do have. The ancient stone bowl, which I don't have. The pewter incense burner, which I do have. And the 18th century combination lock in this chapter. So I need to get items 2, 3, and 5. The Infinity Stones and display case that illuminate. That is so cool! Like a meow. Oh, hey, you can rule the universe with these. Just saying. Bit of casualness. That's so cool. So I need 2, 3, and... okay, so... I need 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. So after climbing the first ladder, look on the cliff edge to the left. Okay. So ladder is the key word. Look at the footprint in the sand. Like other games wouldn't do that stuff. This is so good. Love a good promo item, because they're always so rare as well, aren't they? They only really happen briefly, usually to journalists and like press packs. It's like, oh.
You slid all the way down from there?
Yeah, it was the quickest way to get down to you. Now we just gotta figure out another way back up. Nate, boost me up this ladder?
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba, Elena, climbing up a ladder. Do do do. I love a good promo item. Oh yes. Right, hang on. So I have to climb up the first ladder. Look on the cliff edge to the left, just past the bush. I have the 2005 Pewter Who logo badge from the exhibition launch in Brighton. I was one of the live wandering Daleks that day. Oh, well, there you go. Absolutely earned. So apparently, I have to climb first ladder, look on the cliff edge to the left, just past the bush. Oh, don't want to miss the optional conversation.
So, have you been here long?
On the island? A few hours long.
Did you see the colony?
I did. From the air.
Let's double check that's the right one. Mughal flavors, yes.
Incredible, right?
I didn't
Okay.
get the full
After the
deal.
first elevator.
I was a little preoccupied with finding you.
Look at this environment. Look at that. That looks real. This is nuts. I love this game. Like this was being made before the PS4 launched, and it came out about 3 years after the PS4 launched, and it looks glorious. Your favourite toys cost rather a lot of money. I know them feels. So the colony from the air. How has no one not seen this before? Yeah, there you go. Well, I guess because they were flying to these coordinates.
So, did Sully fill you in on the deal with this place?
Yep. Henry Avery, 400 million, 12 founders, hundreds of colonists.
Yeah, that just about covers it.
Had some time to kill on the fight over.
Hey Nate, maybe don't lose your wife again.
Wow. Is that an elevator?
Sure looks like it. I swear Avery recruited the best engineers of his time.
You must have used it to move supplies upriver.
Yeah, that's a fair bet.
Fa 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 fa. These environments, they look so ruddy good. Do do do.
There's your car. Just need to get up there.
Well, what do you
We
think?
will.
Which way?
Now, let's take a look.
Ugh, drenched,
Ah, it's too high.
soaking,
Let's find another
clingy.
way up. There's gotta be something around here.
This is exactly part of the reason why I've loved playing open world games in these streams recently is because it's like it's an excuse to go outside. We played Spider-Man, swung around all of Manhattan. You know, we played GTA Online, explored basically LA. Life is Strange took us to a small town. You know, it's just sort of a lot of these games have been an excuse for us to, you know, travel while we're stuck indoors. Future Tricorder 7 of 9, that's from Voyager's Relativity, K9, the TARDIS, and the Dalek when he gets here. Yeah, the Dalek's based on the Cushing movies, right?
Great.
200 for 3 frames. Yeah, the frames are tough. See, in this office, you can just about see it there. There's a maxi frame poster. We have like 4 maxi frames, which used to be quite easily available from HMV. I've got the original Star Wars poster in one, the one with Luke firing forward, not the lifting up one. I've got the Black Panther poster. Downstairs we've got Back to the Future and Night Before Christmas ones. 2150 AD Dalek, nice. Nice. Oh yes. And the maxi frames do the job, you just need to take care of them. You just need to look after them. But yeah, I don't think they're readily available anymore. Oh, any other collectors in the chat who get framed stuff? Have any recommendations for Ian so he doesn't have to spend 200 odd quid on frames?
Hey, do you think there's another way up? Hey, I see a path up here.
Oh, Elena's looking.
There's a way through over there.
See if you can find something I can use.
Yeah. Hey, I found
Some of that I can position. Oh. Where is she? Oh, shoot. Bloody hell.
Thanks.
Hang on. There we go. If it's Roger Rabbit, I'll slap you. What? Chris, it would be near 900 quid if I framed all of them. I just thought it'd be easier to rotate the posters around. Yeah, we do that. Every single one of our frames has like 2 or 3 posters tucked away inside. Just so we can rotate them when we fancy. We've got a lot of like limited print posters as well, which we alternate in the hallway. And these smaller frames. There we go.
Whoa. Hey, nice jump.
Not bad, right?
Way to go, Nate. Piss a girl like that off. Idiot.
The journalist becomes the adventurer.
Come on, I'll meet you around.
Oh, shoot!
I'm okay. Sort of. Everything's under control.
See if you can get back up here.
Yeah. Yeah, roger that.
Go on, Nate. Big yike. If I want to frame for the Avengers Endgame email? Poster, but I can't pick that up. It's easy to say 4, but I haven't yet. Sorry, but the second you did that with the Razor Lost Artman theme started in my head. Well, I was watching that like Team Reunited thing, and Amy Hennig talked about one of her happiest memories
Looks like a dead end.
Well, maybe the elevator still works.
was in
Been
2011,
exposed to the weather, and who knows if it
whenever Uncharted 3 came out. Sony did a crossover promotion in Japan, where Harrison Ford was in Japan for something, and they got him to play it for a bit. Uncharted 3, or Uncharted 2. Uncharted 3, it's the bit where we caught up to the plane in the opening. And when she heard that was going to happen, she was like, oh god, he's going to rock up and be like, what the hell am I doing? Oh, they've got me doing this thing, whatever. And probably get someone else to just play it and him shoot some reaction shots and then move on with his day. Nope. He played it, and he is smiling and laughing the whole time in that promo. I'll try and find it and put it on the Discord later for subscribers. But, what an amazing... Do you know what I mean? Like, how cool is that? Harrison Ford playing Uncharted 3 and being like, oh... Because obviously, you know, Indy's a big inspiration for the modern versions of these sorts of stories, and Uncharted is undoubtedly... You can see it a lot in the first one, inspired by Indiana Jones. No! Yeah. I pressed drop once and he dropped twice. That's annoying.
Can you find
Come back to us,
a way
Nate.
up there?
looks like a dead end.
Well, maybe the elevator still works.
I doubt it. 300 years old. Been exposed to the
Don't!
weather, and who knows if it ever
Got
works.
it.
Oh, look, it works.
Love... Oh my god, just that scenery! The lighting! The sunlight on the leaves, things like that. The fact the mountain looks like a shark. Like, this stuff cannot be... What? Oh, Lou's on the phone. His butt. That stuff cannot be overlooked. Like, the amount of tremendous work that's gone into that stuff.
It's kind of incredible. Oh, missed it.
You post a link. What's the Harrison Ford thing? I'll need to find it. But only I can post links in the chat here. But yeah, you're on the Grave Gamer. You're a subscriber, right? You're a subscriber. If you don't already know, if you have a Discord, go to your Discord. Make sure it's linked with Twitch. You can do it through user settings and connections. And if you are, you can join the You can join the Discord server, the Om Squad. Link for the frames. I don't have a. I don't know that. I got mine from HMV years ago. 4. They've moved twice with me, and I've looked after them the whole time. They're not going to make love in an elevator. I'm not sure they've got that much free time. But like the sunlight on the leaves, just so beautiful. Like some games wouldn't even bother. Do you know what I mean? Look at that environment. It's probably the digital equivalent of a matte painting. You know what I mean? With just some animated sections. Just look at the water on the rocks. That looks real. That looks real. Who's going to disrupt them? The lemurs? Oh, that was a risk. Oh. Oh, she did it. Hero.
Nice moves, hon.
I mostly took the shot because a Rafika. Oh, maybe. Oh, the Discord. It's not publicly searchable, but you're a subscriber. You've got a subscription, so you have to link your Discord account to Twitch, and then go into connections, and you'll see an invite automatically to my Discord. It's the Om Squad. It's cool. The airs probably help out in combat. Exactly. Are you going to get beyond excited? Are you going to get beyond excited point? You might need loo roll. Oh no, I'm okay. So what's the? I've not used the Rafika before. From there, turn right and drop down the broken steps to find it. Just want to double check that I'm not going to miss it here, because good God, if we do. If we miss this, it's the one treasure we miss, I'm going to be so annoyed. Yo! Snormet man, how you doing? Oh, here we go. Yes, we would have missed it if I'd have carried on. Is there going to come an Uncharted 5? No, they're not doing Uncharted 5, but there is a spin-off that follows this one called The Lost Legacy. And I may as well say who it stars now, folks. Starring Chloe and Nadine. So you do get to play more Uncharted. Just not with Nate.
I mean, there is this.
Hold up.
But no, there's no plans for a 5th one.
Yeah, I mean, you see, the last place Avery was.
Really?
Can we crank this? No, it's completely busted. So you played them all? Okay, yeah. I have a podcast about pop culture stuff. We tend to follow. Oh, so you play that Golden Abyss and that. We tend to follow all this stuff. There are no plans currently for an Uncharted 5. Like, this is the last one, starring Nathan. Yeah, if you subscribe, you go to your thingy. Let me know on there that it's you. If you've got a different name, let me know that it's you. Maybe change your nickname on that server to Grave Gamer TV. And yeah, it adds you. And if you can't subscribe, you can't renew your subscription or whatever in the future, there's a 7-day window before it kicks you off the server. So if you want to obviously like stay in touch with people and things like that, you can get their contact details. You've got 7 days after subscription ends to figure it all out. Where's that? What's the source for that? You can't post the link on here, but if you've got a source for where that you got that news, I'll be happy to read it. Search on Google. Okay, we'll have a quick look, 'cause I'm curious. Yeah, so as recently as January, Reddit, there's rumoured development of a PS5 title for 2021, but not developed by Naughty Dog, and in your new unnamed Sony-owned studio. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony... It's not confirmed. Never. We've talked about this a lot on this channel. It's not confirmed. It's a rumour based on speculation. Never assume it's definite until an announcement happens, my friend. Honestly, it'll save you a lot of investment and heartbreak. It really will. We've talked about this before, how like there was the whole Arkham Insurgency rumour, was the rumour a few years ago for the Arkham series, that there was going to be another prequel called Arkham Insurgency. And on our site, on Big Damn Channel on YouTube, we broke the news that it was not happening, because I spoke to Roger Craig Smith, the voice actor for Batman, and he said it wasn't happening. And we announced that news, and we got attacked for it by people going, "No, it's definitely happening! Fuck you, we've researched it, it's happening, the rumours are there!" And then E3 came and went that year, and there was nothing. So, like, always wait until there's an actual announcement. I would assume some games will be another game for get another game for PS5. That's true. And I hope for your sakes that the series continues in some way, because if it's your favourite series, I think it'd be amazing. Lost Legacy absolutely shows that you can keep doing Uncharted stories even if they're not Nathan Drake stories. Take it with a small mountain of salt, but I hope for your sake that there is a new Uncharted title of some kind, because that would be awesome. It would be very cool if they used the you want Nate. I don't know if they do it with Nate, because they've finished his story. It would be weird to do it again unless he's still available in multiplayer, because that's always a win. Sorry, just double checking my treasures, as we call them around here. Treasures. Let us, in the words of Dr. Ray DeAngelo Harris, let us pray the good chakra gives us something new in the Uncharted universe for the PS5. Something new. Let us home it into existence. Y'all know what to do. Let us home it into existence. Home with Michelle! Home. Whip out your arms. I beseech thee, whip 'em out. Sea of Oms, starting now. Watch this, Snowmet man. Oh. Look at him, Sea of Oms. Thank you, folks. Home. Now, good chakra. Home with Michelle. Okay. Jade serving balls. Ancient stone ball. This is after the second elevator is my chance for the next treasure. Yar.
Some exercise at least, right?
Whoa! Bloody hell, Nate. Just look at the lighting. It's so good. Like, this is my jam. Look at just the lighting on the trees. The way the leaves are illuminated through themselves, like this partly translucent, you know, like actual bloody leaves. Hey, Elena. So good. This is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful game.
Look, shoreline.
I found your car.
Hate it when they... Oh, did you blast through it in one day?
So, let's get it back.
Yeah, we've not even touched camera mode, photo mode during this playthrough. Legion's got pushed back a year due to COVID, so I assume they'll be tweaking the games. There's no issues in its first. Yeah, it's possible if there is another title going on, it's going to be a bit of time. So we're getting later in the game. The combat is getting more and more difficult. We have snipers, so we need to be very, very careful. Oh my god. No! I pressed the wrong bleeding button. Where's his gun? I pressed the wrong flipping button. I literally tapped the wrong button. That is so embarrassing. We're gonna die. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna die on this playthrough. Yeah. That is so bad. I forgot which game we were in, and I pressed L2 in the stealth mode. Like an idiot. Damn! Yeah, that's not a good route either. Well, that's the thing, Snow McMahon. There might still be a new title at some point, but it ain't Uncharted 5, necessarily. But just wait until there's actual news. Wait until there's actual news from a reputable source. Don't rely on the internet. Wait until, like, the studio goes, so, here's our plans. We've got this, and this is going to happen, and we're going to do this. Always the best way to do it. You set yourself up for disappointment if you assume it's happening ahead of time. But like I said, I've got everybody here oming, so hopefully something will come about. Right, that sniper up there is going to do us the most damage, so if we can take him out without being spotted, that would be a flipping miracle. No, sniper spotted us. Alright. Hi, dude. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, new plan from the very starting position. I mean, Last of Us 2, the studio, and they're going to look if they're going to make a new one. Just a whole new game. I kind of hope Naughty Dog... Hey, don't worry, don't apologise at all. It's alright. I hope Naughty Dog makes something new, really. Right, sniper's gone. That's going to make things easier. God, here we go.
No, 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 no! Try it.
Help me out here! Bastard, get over here!
Got him. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn it. Wow, this is a tough one. You have to go from the right where you slide down. Okay. Can we sneak around this way? No. It's a shame. Hang on. No, we can't. Damn it. You want to buy something which isn't an action game? What, from Naughty Dog? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they come up with now. Like if they had absolute free reign, no license, no franchise agreement, like what would they come up with? Taking out the sniper's priority, because without him, we've got a better chance. Sneaky was never going to work, Elena.
Might be worth a shot.
Oh god, it's this guy! Hey, dude! No, what are you doing, Nate? Wrong button. No, duck and cover! Oh, you Dingleberry. Where are those gunshots coming from? That way. Oh, I thought I had a grenade. climb higher? No. Ha! You're facing your constraint, I know, right?
Where'd they go?
Where? Where from? Ouch!
Okay. I think that's it.
Shoreline certainly earned their reputation.
That's Butterfingers. Make 10 enemies drop their grenades. Oh, that's cool.
Let's go before more of them show up.
See, my favourite in the series is number 2. I love number 2. Sniper's only got 8 rounds, but the handgun's got 53. Well, we can make that work. See if there's any grenades or anything we can take along the way. Just in case. Oh, wait, hang on. Bullets for the Rafika. Okay, let's get going. Whew. But is Uncharted 3 your favourite in the series? It's my job description,
Hey,
you
you
see.
see a way out?
Upriver. There's an opening by the falls.
Oh goddamn! Just so pretty. It's such a pretty game.
Wow, check out that elevator.
Big fan then, huh?
Massive.
Yeah, I'm guessing New Devon's at the top.
Then let's get up there.
Oh my god. Is anyone else like feeling that we've actually gone on a journey here, or we've gone on an actual trip just because of how beautiful these environments are?
So here's my question. Why does Rafe Adler want Avery's treasure? It's not like he needs the money.
He wants
Good
the
question.
glory. Doesn't want to be known as a guy who only got
Leaves
rich because
rivers
of
and
his inheritance.
corpses.
Walking away isn't an option for him.
Well, Rafe is a good match for Shoreline. He needs their muscle and they need his money.
They do? They seem pretty well stocked.
Shoreline got involved in a couple of civil wars that didn't pan out for them. Nadine inherited her father's mess. She's probably hoping that this will put her back on the map.
Gandalf! Where are we going? This way? That's where we've just come from. So, where are we? Alright. Ah!
The road continues on the other side.
Let's find a way over there.
Too steep an incline. Whoa! Sorry, let's have a look. You're about to go into the music when you're riding the car again. Oh god, I'm always singing it, I can't help it. Toxic Avenger, the musical streaming on Broadway HD. Nice! So Bill and Ted Face the Music teaser trailers dropped. And they released it on 69, dude! You and Matt are going to discuss on Big Damn Cast. We're going to talk about the teaser, yeah. I'm not sure if Matt's a big fan of the films. I enjoy them both. They're not really, you know... They've never been like staples of my childhood, but they're ones that as I get older I appreciate sillier films more. And those two movies are absolutely just silly buggers. Playing at silly buggers, you know? Oh, the graphics are amazing for these games. They're beautiful. Square's Handbrake. I knew I'd forgotten what Handbrake was on here. Oh god. Just the water physics and everything, it's just so good. So many games don't nail it, and these ones absolutely do. BRB, no worries. Alex Winter, not to be confused with my friend Alex Winters, who gets confused for him all the time on Twitter because people type in Alex Winters and they've become friends because of it. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, do-do-do-do. Fa, 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 fa.
So far, so good. Keep heading upstream.
Bet you could write a killer article about all this.
I could. I doubt anybody would believe it.
Oh, you could take pictures too.
I didn't bring my camera. Kinda wish I did, though.
After pulling down the wall,
So,
you know,
why do
right?
you think Sam didn't come straight to you after Rafe got him out of prison?
I think he wanted to gather every clue that Rafe had on Avery before bailing on him. Plus, he needed time to come up with that crazy Alcazar story. I mean, if I had just looked it up. It's refreshing.
So how are we getting up that way then? Hmm. Do, do, do. Not that way. Oh, although there's a road there. La, da, da, da. Oh god, how'd you blow up the steam mop? I mean, if you put dynamite in the steam mop, it's going to blow it up.
That is one crazy contraption.
It looks big enough to fit the car.
Well, here's hoping this one works as well.
Limescale. Ah. Grounding dirt! You need new kitchen gun! Goodbye, dirt!
Alright, let's look around. Of course not. Would have been too easy.
The water wheel's still working.
Either we fix this thing or we find a way to climb it. Let's see what's
No, I know. No spoilers. Some people haven't seen this before. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. God, these plants and everything. So beautiful. It's alright, no worries. With no kitchen gun! Goodbye, Dad! God, I loved the Peter Serafinowicz show. Another show that cancelled long for its time. One season and a Christmas special. And then done. So good. Oh shoot, Nate.
What's that gonna do?
We'll find out.
Eleni, you might want to get out of the way now. Oh god, here we go.
Well, that didn't do anything.
Stop the water wheel.
Doesn't really help us, though. Alright,
No.
let's try something else.
Get out, Nate. Track the cable. So we've learnt that it stops the wheel. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, that view.
Clear. I got it.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
How's that?
Looks like I can get up there now. Thank you.
I think this is where the third treasure is. Double checking. That's the Jade Serving Bowl. Good. Okay, so only the fourth one left in this chapter. After the other bit. Okay. What are we all up to later today? What are our plans? Tell me, Don Miguel. Tell me of El Diablo.
Nothing yet. Gonna climb higher. Need an elevator just to fix the elevator.
Crying. I have no plans at all. I'm a blank canvas, and by God, I'm going to come up with a devious plan! That's Rebecca's inner monologue. She's going to come up with a devious plan, folks.
You made it.
Is there ever a doubt?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, nice! So we figured out that we stopped the wheel. Chewie, thank you for the host, you beautiful boy! Model painting, keep working on a pub quiz. You're doing Zoom pub quizzes.
Ready?
Ba-ba-ba. Oms and yonks are popping. We are having the pizzas tonight, yeah. Lou's going to do the sauce like in the next couple of hours, and then we're going to eat the pizzazz this evening before I record. Oh, excuse me! Before I record this week's episode of the podcast.
Okay.
I'll bring the car to the elevator.
It's alright, Chewie. Socially distanced checking of electrics, I hope.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there was someone working on the pylon that's connected to our house this morning, and they didn't once knock on just to let us know that was happening. Workmen everywhere around us at the minute. It's gross.
Nate, the elevator's moving. Get on quick.
Crap, I'm coming.
Trying to, Elena, but the game is doing a bunch of pre-programmed events to dissuade me.
Hi. Now what?
Yes! That's awesome, Dale. That's really good news.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Nate, watch out.
Stay down. Use the car as cover. Let me see if I can flank them. Sharp. Lena, you still with me?
Still here. The car's got some holes in the road.
Da-da-da. The end of any good game is sad, because it's the end of your adventures. The beauty of the game is you can revisit it whenever you want. Oh god. Oh no, my concentration phase apparently is ridiculous. Exactly! Puppeteering Man from Wigan. Oh, which one did you listen to? Because I'm currently in the edit for episode 10. Finally able to progress. No! Ah, first one. Back to the beginning. So let's go back to the start of Out of the Broom Cupboard, episode 1. Starring Phil Erasmus Fletcher. It's not his name. It should be. Hello, Sniper Boy.
Can't just talk about it.
That'd be a cool name. Oh, shoot! Where's RPG Boy? There he is. I see him. Hey, come on. And shoot us with a goddamn RPG. Where'd he go? Oh, he's there in the water. I mean, come on. Hey, Benachu! I like the way you described that they're different, especially Phil saying he goes for the cheap laugh. Yeah, it's true. Warwick's your theatrical puppeteer. Warwick's the guy you want on Dark Crystal, which you worked on Age of Resistance. Phil's the guy who you want going on live TV. I mean, they both can do it. Well, they have their distinct styles. Where's the gunfire coming from? I am very confused. Oh my god. Oh Jesus! Maybe the gunfire's coming from the gunfire shop. Maybe it's just the sound of the setting sun. There is a gun in New Orleans. They call a rising gun. Okay. Oh my god, here we go.
Holy shit!
Are you
Oh.
okay, Nate?
Never mind the RPG.
Well, come on. You drive.
You sure? You seem to be doing fine.
After all that, I need a break.
Well, we've earned it.
But first... Help, I'm dummy thick shotgun and the sound of my shooting is alerting the... who? Or is it? 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 Oh god, I don't want to miss it. It's giving me an instruction that's super vague. So I want to make sure I don't miss this damn treasure. Treasure! Right. So go past the truck. I didn't realise it didn't. It meant past the truck as it was ahead of you. So that is everything in this chapter. Okay. Wow. Right, let's go. Oh my god. Help, I'm dummy thick. I'm a dummy thick shotgun and the sound of my shooting is alerting others to my presence.
So I was thinking, all this engineering and architecture, it doesn't come cheap. You think there's even any treasure left?
We're wondering that ourselves.
There's the elevator.
Over that way. Let's go.
Here goes nothing.
No use, the current's too strong.
Anyone else still finding these environments refreshing? Yay, yay, a treasure trove of artifacts and other goodies. Another goody goody yum yums. That way.
Ah, there. I got control again.
It's actually a good job we fell in.
You didn't happen to bring us some spare clothes, did you?
I did.
Great.
They're on the plane.
Not great.
God damn. We can drive through the sluice gate.
Blue spruce. All my weapons are dangerously depleted in ammunition. The water does look cold. That's refreshing. Yeah, today's weather is pretty awful, unanimously, I think, isn't it? Yes, they do, don't they? You've done it! You fixed the steam up! Yes! Yes, 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 and a ruddy big yes. That is how it's done. Save the universe with a kettle and some string. You know, look, I'm wearing a vegetable. Big damn fix. Underoos out for Dale, folks. He bloody well did it.
It's no good, it's blocked.
Okay, try the other one.
You summoned Underoos. How are we going to get to the... We'll use the sluice. Bruce. We'll use the sluice to climb the sluice. Right, what? A king's ransom of Underoos.
And behind door number 2.
King's Underoosdom. What? No, not that. Never that.
This one's clear.
Nice work.
Blue spruce.
We're good.
It's your plan all along.
What's wrong?
Too muddy. Gotta go around.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh, it was close-ish.
You need to get more speed.
I agree.
How do we cross this?
I think I know.
Maybe we could get up that way.
Good call.
Here we go. Oh, thanks for the host, Benechu. Here's Peter Tinkle. Well. Here we go. Ready for
Watch
this?
Hang on.
We did it.
You sound surprised.
Maybe a little.
Come on, come on, come on, Nate, come on. What's that? Did you just do a Bowduke and Nathan... With Nathan to do a Dukes of Hazzard? We bloody well did. We bloody well hazarded them old Duke boys. An old water wheel attached, and they've recently sold it to a pub chain. The new owners plan to make the wheel work again. Oh, that's kind of cool. Some of the building's history being restored for aesthetic. That's pretty nice.
And we're up.
God, they really have thought about the physics in this, haven't they, for the driving?
What are the odds that elevator's working?
God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah, which means we're due for some disaster.
The water wheel's working. That bodes well.
Such a beautiful game. You know, Lucy laughing. She's on the phone.
Hey, give me a hand with this.
Where is this thingy object? Where it be? For research. Purposes.
Oh, crap.
Duh.
I'll hold it. Just get the car.
Not to sound like an absolute pig, but that was a tasty pair of butts.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
3 for 3.
Gotta love that pirate engineering.
Holy crap, look at that environment.
Wow. It's like a postcard.
She's doing alright, it's just, yeah, we had some
Yeah,
family
Libertalia.
stuff, like, a member of the family was not well, and obviously not easy at this time. Wasn't that, but, you know.
So what made you change your mind?
Hmm?
You said you almost didn't come back.
Well, I couldn't move when you were clearly in over your head. And, you know, there's that whole marriage vow thing.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
worse.
God, these two are so good in these roles.
Here, give me a hand with this.
They're amazing in these roles, these two. They're so good. Nolan North and Emily Rose.
You think that you're protecting me? You don't have a right to shut me out. No matter what it is, you're supposed to come to me so that we can work through it together as a team.
I know that. Really, I do. It's just...
Yeah, we should stay focused.
Another snack.
There'll be time for this later.
Got a couple of stream-friendly snacks. I think today's chocolate. You think for a treasure hunter you'd be aware of when he's digging a hole, wouldn't you? Elena's amazing. This series is full of incredible female characters. I think Amy Hennig, the director of the first 3 games, is the reason for that. Like Chloe. I'm trying to remember the name of the villain in number 3. She was great. Nadine, and of course Elena. Calm Before the Storm. Anyone else getting that feel? Also, you see the statue of Avery on the hill. Let me get a better view of it. He was up there, pointing down. There he is.
Hey, Elena? Nate?
We're here, Sully. Where are you?
Still in the air. Saw a bunch of shoreline vehicles heading north.
Guess we'll see them soon.
You two doing okay so far?
We hit a few
Good.
hitches, but so far so good.
Tiny chocolate covered Oreos. I know. I'm very jealous.
Alright, good. Keep in touch, will you? I'm not the no-nose is good news type.
We'll try. Over and out.
I love
Okay, should be on the other side of the bridge.
as mad as she should be. She got Sully and she was like, "You're gonna help me save them."
Turn around. We're heading for the falls.
I can't. Current's too strong. Brace yourself.
Nate?
Hang on.
Nate!
We're in sort of control here.
You climb up those rocks.
On it. Go, go.
I got him. Come on. Hey!
Show the turbo boost. Turbines to power.
Waterfall. Okay. I'm okay.
The tree is not okay.
Oh, come on.
Over here.
Oh my god. Wow. Not the Botmobile.
So much for the car. Come on.
I wasn't trying to protect you. It's just, I made a promise that I'd find you. Just like,
We both did.
yeah, but I broke it. I didn't tell you because I was afraid.
Afraid of what?
Losing you.
Oh.
I guess I was protecting myself. No.
I have a lot of ground to cover.
I should keep moving.
This way.
Just double, triple, quadruple checking. It hasn't just flashed up a chapter 14, has it? Chapter 18, whilst I was taking a moment to grab my chocolate. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. Chapter 17 is a long chapter. I'm glad that they actually faced this down. That's what marriage is about, talking it through. That's what all good friendships and relationships are
Right
about.
side of the river now.
Yeah. That would have been bad. I see an opening up there.
Look at these environments, they're so gorgeous. You're a long chapter. Just that chew, I'm going to eat this last piece of chocolate. Oh, this is a long chapter. You're a long chapter. That's the exact same sense of humour I have. I'm so proud of you. Chewy, I'm proud. Lena, what are you doing up there?
Avery sure picked a gorgeous island.
Well, maybe we can come back here on a vacation, huh?
Maybe.
Big damn love for you too, bro.
Anything?
No.
I think part of the key to time is made from this chapter of Uncharted 4. So long this section is. Hey, I'm as up to date as 2018. I'm doing okay for me. Remember, I'm the proponent of adopting stuff, ironically, way past its sell-by date. Oh. That's BC. Oh. Hey, Meanie. Treasure. August 1st, 1718. I bade farewell to Eleanor and little Abigail at midnight. They joined the other escapees aboard the Swiftsure bound for better shores. I pray I shall be able to join them soon. The Founders have taken everything from me. From all of us. What little gold I contributed is now gone, or behind the high walls of New Devon. We shall see soon enough. At dawn we go forth to take back what's rightfully ours. They did not stop us at the treasury. They shall not stop us now. My darling Eleanor, my sweet Abigail, should I perish here, should I fail you, know that I only wished us happiness and prosperity. Perhaps you will still have a chance for yourselves. And scene.
Now rest in peace, my pirate friend.
Always worth exploring, 'cause you never know what you might find. They coined the term out of fashion specifically to fit retroactively to dabbing, Ian. Hey, Mimi. What's that from? Oh, little birdie. Little birdie.
Judging by the clothes, they're colonists. Maybe it was a fight?
No, I don't think so. Look how they're arranged.
Yeah, you're right. They're stacked. They were just shoved against the walls.
They were
Preserved in the
definitely
clay and the mud.
This is a mass grave, Nate.
Holy crap. Alright, mate. Hang on.
Hello?
Oh, hey, look, it's the opening title sequence. It's the main menu.
Traitor. It's one of the rebels.
That's a bad way to die. Here's another one.
The words of Sonic, Rebecca. That's no good. Oh, god damn it, Nate. Au contraire! Now that you are here, we have great strength of feet.
Sorry, buddy. No disrespect.
More gibbets.
Four 3:20. What do you mean? It's 20 past 4, 25, nearly 25 minutes past 4 right now. Alright. Yeah, Nolan North voices Superboy in Young Justice, I think.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, biscuits. Chapter 18, New
Guess that's
Devon.
one way to quash a rebellion.
I have to wonder if this was always the plan.
What, to slaughter all the colonists?
No. To lure them here in hopes of finding a utopia.
Mm.
Only to rob them of everything.
No, I'm not on tonight.
We are dealing with a bunch of pirates.
Oh,
Fish!
that is pretty diabolical. Leaving your pirates.
No, check my schedule. I'm not on tonight. Currently the schedule is 2 till 5-ish, Tuesday to Thursday, 1 and 10 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. That's the current schedule. I mod the chat on Big Damn on Monday and Friday nights.
Digna factis recipimus.
We receive the due reward of our deeds.
Especially if you cross Avery.
At the moment, no, that's not the schedule now.
Penitent thief. Dismiss.
Like, I am on Monday and Friday nights, but I'm modding
Avery doesn't
Matt's
strike me as the penitent
stream.
type.
Well,
So I'm
that's what
online. I am, you know, it's basically to give my eyes a break, because otherwise I'd be on screens like every day. Jump to the first gibbet,
Just need your help for a second.
then aim for the one on the
things
far
don't look
right.
steady.
They're not. Be careful.
Oh god, here we go. Man's got to rest his eyes, son.
Morning. How's it hanging?
There it is. Brazier! And I'm dead! Matt's, bless you, Matt's Mad Minecraft Magic. Yeah, he's been Minecrafting a lot recently. Just a bit more chill. I think it's Doom 3 this Friday, though. And we're recording our podcast tonight. So if you have anything you want to discuss vis-a-vis pop culture news, send it to us in an email. So we just got the small... no! Small Muggle dagger is what we just got. We've got everything in this area.
Just need your help for a sec.
Treasure-wise. God, this is
Those things don't
wonderfully
look steady.
They're not.
grim. It's proper piratey stuff, this, isn't it?
Sorry
It's
to
like
disturb
real
you.
grim balls. Get up, Nate. Sorry, my dude. Ugh! BidDownContact@gmail.com. Exactly, that's the email address if you want to get in touch with the show. And keep in mind as well, next week is our 4th anniversary as a podcast. 4th. It's nuts. Now, how this area wasn't spotted, because at least the town was sort of, you know, covered by branches. How this area wasn't spotted. We can't do what we wanted to do, but we are doing something special. You'll have to wait and see what it is, though.
Clearly some drainage issues.
A real fixer-upper opportunity. Okay, so looks like somebody blew that dam and then flooded the whole place.
Not our 400th, but our 4th, alas.
No, pretty good at this.
All right, so which one of these do you think is Avery's?
My money's on
Thank you.
that one. One that's still intact.
You're not so bad at this either.
Yeah, well, you know, a little practice, a few books.
Shit.
What?
The front door.
Sam.
He's still
Oh, snap.
Yeah, for now. Come on. All right, keep your eyes open for shoreline types.
Yep.
Here goes nothing.
How do we get down? Without hurting ourselves. I guess we just drop. Yes. Missing splash sound effect there.
You all right?
There we are, hidden in the bloody leaves. Today I didn't have lunch full on. I just had a big old bowl of bran flakes for breakfast, and then I had what do you call it? Some crisps, because we're making pizzas in the early evening. So, ooh, excuse me. Bless you, beetle guy. Bless your eyes. Fa 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 fa. Ouch. Never mind, Nate, that's not the way. Not the way.
You know, when Sully told me about this place, I was picturing wooden shacks and simple homes at most.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking, I know what you mean. But we're like-minded. Oh, thank you so much for the cheers at it. That's very kind of you. So it feels longer because we're like-minded. Sorry, one sec. No, that's... I always forget certain shortcuts. I just tried to highlight something on my keyboard and I ended up highlighting it and looking for the bloody meaning of it. It's like, no, it's not, I'm not looking for the dictionary definition. I just wanted to... Let's see what it bloody was! Okay, now I know. That's because we've known various ones of your incarnations over the decades when we've been in different bodies.
Ooh, someone had it in for this guy.
Oh my god! Found a convent. I know that it was on your orders that my home was ransacked and burnt. Your brother denied your involvement in these deeds, but I know a liar's tongue when I hear it. Now I am short one sword, as I cannot seem to pry it from his gut. You have until sundown to return what's mine. Founder England. Ooh. Grimbles. I love finding the little sort of diary pages, because you're just learning more stuff about... Oh my god, the sunlight on Elena there, look. It's actual goddamn sort of like... Oh, the lighting work in this. It's amazing. Well, they've got sound, we need to pick up the pace. Fnuff, 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 fnuff. Sorry, Elena. I'm just trying to...
Dragon.
Oh.
We're in Christopher Condon's house. Shit. Shoreline. Elena, get down.
Have we missed it? I hope we haven't. Hang on, I'm getting very confused here. La da da da. Oh, no, we're okay, we're good. I thought I missed one. Thought he was on his phone, he's just holding his gun. I'm thinking about the pair of pliers. Be careful, or fishing rod with chocolate bait. Assuming chocolate would be the thing to wrangle me. You, sir, would be correct. No, the pizza was going to be yesterday, but we were working hard, like rewiring sections of Lucy's office, so we, you know, we wanted to have an easy tea, so we just finished the reheated tuna dish that we'd already made the day before. So we're having the pizza tonight. Blue's making the sauce like in the next hour or so, and then we're eating it when I'm before I head off to podcast. No wonder I'm getting hit really heavily. We've been shot by a shotgun. We're podcasting tonight, yes. No, we rewired her office. Yeah, we watched Fort of Doomsday and she decided she wanted to become a frog-manufactured android. Hang on. Well, hang on, hang on. Hey, gorgeous. He's glitching here.
Got any emails from work?
What's happening?
Full time? Back in?
Normal hours, not the revised ones that they've
They're
selected.
only opening the shop 10 till 4.
Right, so you guys have an hour at the start and the end of the day to...
Well, we have half an hour at the beginning of the day.
Oh,
So we're in at
half 9. Half an hour at the end of the beginning of the day and an hour at the end of the day. Hour and a half at the end of the day to replenish. How are they making sure customers... Is everyone saying hi? How are they making sure that customers are being... the distancing's being enforced? Have they got security?
Markings on the floor.
Have they got security? You need someone at the door to, like...
There'll be a member of staff at the door, surely.
So someone's going to be assigned to be essentially like Walmart greeter
It must
style.
be, yeah.
Oh, opening it only to let in a certain amount.
Yeah.
See, as long as they do that, the work environment will at least be like manageable. But that's bizarre
They
to
said
me.
that they were.
They don't need to be open 7 days a week. They don't.
They said they
Open
were,
for like 4,
they
and you
said
can
they
get
were
everything
gonna
done.
be opening later, so that staff don't get stuck in.
Cattle prod, says Dale.
That staff don't get stuck in rush hour
Yeah.
traffic, but we still will be because we've still got to be in at 9:30. Doesn't make any sense.
You guys should get in touch with them and let them know that.
Well, if we're late, because everybody else is going to be going back.
I'm
to
not
work
fussed
on
about the
Monday.
time, I'm fussed about packed buses, that's what I'm fussed
Well,
about.
they're not going to let as many people on the bus. So if people can't get on the bus, they're going to be stuck.
You're going to be late to work then?
That's just
And
something
they're just going to have to
they're
deal with
gonna
it.
have to-
No, Rebecca, it's okay. It's literally just Lucy's just received an update from work, an official one, because we've been waiting. Everyone's sending their love, by the way. Are we on the phone with Sarah, by any chance?
Yeah.
You only giggle that way when you're on the phone with Sarah.
Oh no! Oh, that laughing? No, that was with Mum and Dad.
Hey, how's he doing?
He's alright.
Hey.
He's fine.
Where's move your arms then? Oh, that was really weird. I thought I saw a big crack through that Marvel frame. But it must have just been something reflecting in the light. No, we don't need to stop the stream. It's okay. We're just literally
No, just having a cat.
touching base. Oh, Dale wants to know if this is you or Robot You, because apparently we rewired you, not your office, yesterday. And I said that you've been sort of replaced by a frogman who's put robot parts in you. So
Yeah, but the only way to defeat me is to make me really, really small and hide me under a helmet.
yeah, or make you watch a load of cultural performances at once to confound you. We watched Forward to Doomsday yesterday.
Oh god.
We were no, not for us.
We saw
But Kinder's next. Lucy get the later bus, then that bus will also be packed too. That's the point, because everyone will be waiting. Yeah. God damn. God damn. I think the workplace are probably the halfway house. They're trying to think of everyone's safety, but they're also like, crap, we're going to go under if we don't open. That seems to be how a lot of it's going. No, oh! I died, so you may as well tell me now. I can turn the mic off. One second, folks. I'm going to play with the... mic will be off. The mic will be off. Absolutely agree with the TARDIS cricket ball floating in space scene. That is pretty damn sweet.
that was like the best bit.
Mic's on now. That's mad. That is absolutely mad. Oh my god. Send him my love. Send him my love, 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 send him my love. What? Where's Elena? Oh my god, she's like right up against that wall and they can't see her. Whew. Yeah, Fort of Doomsday, you can sort of tell, like, he only really... he only really clicks later in the story. The bit where he tells Adric to stop being an idiot and shut up is wonderful. Adric's an arsehole in that story, isn't he?
He's an absolute douche.
It's really weird. Adric's so unlikable in 4 to Doomsday. It's so strange. I think they were trying to represent it being like, you know, the naivety of youth, but the last series was like, this kid's really on it. He's a cheeky chappy, but he's not an idiot. And then in that, you're just like, no, he's an idiot. Oh, that's a bad bit of AI, isn't it? Elena just literally straight up ran past this dude. Oh, if he comes this way, I can smack him in the face. Right, so we've got guys up there. Oh god, this is really... When people start Adric's stories, you don't understand why he's not like. By the time we get to 5 months... Yeah, he's just being horrible. It's really, really weird. It's like he's been a right arsehole to Tegan. It's nuts. And Tegan's sort of in that weird thing where, like, Janet Fielding makes her work, but so much of Tegan, I'm like, just stop bloody complaining. Shut up.
Stop stealing the TARDIS.
Yeah, stop trying to escape in the TARDIS and leave all your friends behind.
Get back to the bloody airport.
We've got to warn Earth. Yeah, but then you're going to strand your friends, you dingus. Oh, pistol with 6 shots. I can smack him in the face. Throws him off a cliff. No, she seems panicked mostly. Does Tegan? Adric is Fury from the dirt. Brilliant.
What the?
Shit. Hey, I'm going to shoot you with an old-fashioned pistol. I've never met Matt Bainton, no. I've only met 3 of the Horrible Histories cast. I've met Ben Willabond, Martha Howe Douglas, and Simon Farnaby. Where? Oh, armoured guy.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. Come on, do the thing. There we go. There's 2 guys up there. If they see us, woof. Yeah, I met Farnaby and it's hilarious because the night when I met him, it was a cash machine at BBC Television Centre, as it was, and he was with someone that my friend Warwick knew, and they spoke for a moment, and Warwick was like, yeah, Simon and I were like the third wheels of the conversation. We just kind of stood there, and he's recognisable. You know, he's got his natural hair is like a big mop of frizzy blonde hair. And I knew him from like Boosh and this, that, and the other. And the night before, I'd watched a film with him in. I watched a film called the first feature film by Paul King, the Mighty Boosh director. He went on to direct the Paddington movies, Bunny and the Bull, and it's just this bizarre road trip movie. It's a road trip film about, you know, an agoraphobic person on a road trip to try and rebuild the last 15 years of his life. So of course, some of it's real, but it isn't, because it's his imagination. It's brilliant. It's done really sensitively. It's oddly bizarre. It's great. It's called The Bunny and the Bull, and he Simon Farnaby's in it, and we're the third wheels in this conversation. We both sort of there. I just go, "Hiya," by the way. My name's I'm Chris, but I work on the CBBC channel, The Warwick. We introduce horrible histories quite often, funnily enough. And he was like, "Oh right, do you? Okay, oh, that's good to know." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, usually before it's either a Scottish bloke and a talking dog, or me and a talking dog. So it's nice to meet you. And he goes, "Oh yeah, thank you very much. Nice to meet you too." I'm like, "Yeah." So it's funny enough, I was watching Bunny and the Bull last night, so this is a wonderfully odd coincidence. And he goes like, "Oh right, okay, yeah, Ian Sterling." And then the conversation ends between Warwick and his mate, and they head off. And he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And he seems really kind of like, "Oh, okay, bye." He wants to get out of there, and I'm like, bit odd. 10 minutes later, I realised it's because in Bunny and the Bull, there is a scene where he's complete bollock naked. So, me saying that probably made him go, "Oh, the one where I'm absolutely naked. You watched that last night. Do you know what I mean?" It's like, probably felt really awkward, but I thought it was hilarious. Like my one encounter with him, and I've basically just gone, "I watched the film last night where we see your cock." Obviously, I didn't say that, but that must have been how it felt. It's like, oh, poor Simon. So yeah, it's quite funny. Did we get him? Did we get the armoured guy? I do. Oh. Randy, get out of here. Yeah. Shotgun boy. Exactly. He's over there. We got him. Those are the tough ones. Those are the ones where you've got to get the helmet gone before you can beat him up. Have you introduced your program on television? Also, I've seen your penis in a film just yesterday. What's kind of great about this environment is, as much danger as we're in, we're having to be really creative in how we get around being spotted. This is pretty good, really. It's like a Batman Predator map, isn't it? The one we have to like do everything without being seen. It's a shotgun guy. It's another helmeted guy. Oh my god, it is. He's up there. Right. Okay, we need to be creative here. Oh my god. This is so tense. Hey boo. Do you remember this game being tense? Because I need to change your pants. Boo? I think she's purposefully ignoring me because she's grossed out. Boo?
Yeah.
I pooped myself!
What?
I pooped myself!
You cooked yourself.
Yeah, because this is really tense. You gonna change me or?
Come on.
No, here on stream.
Bend over. What are you gonna do? Eat it?
Yes. I ate it up. It were yummy. I love you. Bye. Grim. Yes, it was. Okay, if we can take him out without being spotted, that'll be a goddamn Christmas miracle. Alternatively, we could start taking those guys out. Get out of the way, Nate. Has Lucy gone back to drilling? Lucy wasn't drilling. How many famous people have you met? I don't know. I don't really keep a count. But I've met a fair few due to my jobs over the years. Shoot! No, get out of there! Damn it. I saw Tilda Swinton walking out of the local Tesco. She was bludgeoning a passing seagull. She cares not for their squawked ways. Damn it! Right, so we have at least met Sting at work. By God. Do they have the cream for it? Right, where's the armoured chap?
Oh, crap!
Damn it! Oh, right. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely not Lucy. It is indeed the construction in the immediate area. Hey, armor guy! Please tell me that killed the armored guy. It didn't! What?! How did that not kill the armored guy? Yes, Ian, we all saw that dreadful bloody article by the Express. Doctor Who showrunner quits writing Doctor Who. Like, Jodie's next season in jeopardy. And it was like, the Express, Stephen hasn't written Doctor Who since 2017. He's just been helping with the lockdown by contributing stories. Like, you're all so stupid. It was weird, wasn't it? Lazy journalism at its finest. Did that get him? Yes! Oh my god.
Jesus. I think that's it. You okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's push on.
Yeah, he wrote one of the Lockdown Who shorts, the very last one, and for some reason, someone decided that, oh, that's the showrunner announcing he's stepping down. Yeah, not fit to wipe your arse on. Speaking of arse, my bum's going numb, so I'm going to stand up for a moment. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my goodness! Ah! Hey, Boo! Hey, Belle! Slightly worrying sound. Are you okay? Oh, you're in here? Just checking. They're like proper slamming noises. Okay. You're okay, though? Okay. Still screaming. Just wanted to check on you. Whew, everything's good. Just dropped something against our office door. Yeah, one of the CBeebies Bedtime Stories used to record a lot of their stories in the studio. I don't know if they still do. And one of the guests that was there that I always wanted to meet was Peter Serafinowicz. I've always wanted to meet Peter Serafinowicz. He's one of my comedy heroes. I love him. And he was booked into a Bedtime Story on a day that I wasn't going to be in the building. First world problem. I wasn't going to be in the building because I was off filming, doing the live week at Wimbledon. But considering I'm not a tennis fan, but I'm a big Peter Serafinowicz fan, I still feel like I missed out there. As far as the pistol was, we should probably get rid of it. Oh, there's some... Oh. Oh no, missus. How many shots are in the China Jail Lake? No, no, China. The China Jail Lake I want. Nate? How many shots? But it's like 6. Okay. Limited ammo. But it'd be worth it. It is 1 o'clock. It is indeed 1 o'clock, and we'll push on to the end of this chapter. For today's film.
Yeah, it's worth a look.
Itchy poo. Wine o'clock! Get out those 1 o'clock emojis, folks. It's 5 PM. It's 1 o'clock around these here parts. No. No. Are they still on right now? I have to give it a look-see. Ya-da-da-da. See, Lou likes gin, so that could be a cause for comedy. Commodway 60th way. Holy smokes, we're getting nearer.
Crap. How many people did you bring here, Nadine?
She does have an entire army. I think they found the treasure.
Well, let's hope not. For Sam's sake.
Oh god, that's grim.
Look, something here. It's addressed to Richard Want.
Found a want. I promise you swift retribution. As you have taken from me, so I have taken from you. Signed, Founder Baldridge. So basically, the pirates are growing restless.
Yeah, looks like they're returning on each other, but why?
Reed, you're a lawyer.
Whoa, okay. Current's a little strong.
That was a nice detail. Oh, getting taken away by the current, yeah. So what's this? This is the Mughal circular box. The next thing we can find is in an upstairs bedroom. I know what you mean, Ian. Like, it's... Look at how beautiful this all is, but also skeletons.
Nate, through this window.
Home's not home without a ghost or two. I said a ghost or two. I said a ghost or two.
Yeah, but it's too high, even for a boost.
Then let's look around.
Wish you could help her up. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Unless you're Dana Barrett, that's true.
Hey, here we go. Look out below!
I'm assuming that the sound is surround for you guys in headphones for the game, but tell me if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. This sounds lovely in here. There is no Dana, only Ellen Ripley. So, how's this work then? Hi. How do we make this work? Oh, right. From this side gives us the option.
Come to Papa.
Hey, how'd you play? 15 times, holy crap. Stream's going alright. This is my second ever playthrough of it. 4 years since release year. And I'm just the only thing I'm keeping track of in this one is treasures. We're just trying to pick up all the treasures this time. Welcome to the stream.
After you.
Aw,
Milady, you.
Sweet. You want me to be your decoy?
No. I was being gentlemanly there.
Just busting your chops.
Yeah, well, the chops are plenty busted already. Thank you.
Oh god, Nate. Just the plant physics and everything. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful game.
I'm fine. You?
Well, wet again. Tired.
Parkour
bruised.
King, Nathan Drake.
Oh, hungry. I could eat. Other than that, fine.
Okay, come on. Let's keep going.
Okay, it's not letting us go that way. Current's too strong. Same this way. I was just giving us a moment that side.
Come on. Let's try cutting through this house.
Yeah. I'm right behind you.
God, yeah, this water would be disgustingly chilly by now.
You think the
Oh,
colonists
lighting.
flooded this place?
They definitely had the motivation.
But you don't think it's them?
Just find it odd that all these houses are underwater except for one.
Avery's.
Exactly.
Did he turn on the pirate captains that he teamed with? New Devonian. Hidden Island. Have to be insane to be in Nate's position. To be like, yeah, this is what I want to do in my life. Spine Brass Chalice. That's the last treasure I need to find now in this chapter. Marginal improvement. Doesn't have the wildlife and dinosaur park though. We're testing the new body at last.
Oh, what's this?
A new body at last. Founder Baldridge, I receive word you are mustering your soldiers to attack me. As a fellow pirate and as a friend prior to our years in Libertalia, I implore you, heed my words. I know not who sowed the seeds of our current discord, but of this I am certain. If the civil war continues, everything we have spent our lives working towards shall come to ruin. History will remember us not as pioneers, but fools. We must put a stop to this conflict together. Should we join forces, we shall have the strongest alliance on the island. The other founders will either join us, or fall to our superior might. If you agree, light a candle in your study this evening, and I shall take that as a sign you have come to your senses. If not, remember both Want and England have made attempts on my life, and failed. Father Condon. Signed, Danny Dyer. Danny needed security guards at London Film and Comic Con Dyer because, quote unquote, people were out for him, you know what I mean? It's like, shut up, Danny, you're at a comic convention, like, what's wrong with you? Da-dum-dum. Every time that music goes off, I'm like, oh, Arkham? Arkham? Arkham's Razor?
Getting there.
Yeah. Let's just hope we're not too late. These cannons look like they were retrofitted.
Yeah. Improvised defenses. Guess they didn't expect they'd be fighting each other.
Guess not.
Is the misspelling coming from your food dropping on the keyboard?
Ooh, nice water feature. Time for another swim, I guess. Whoa, whoa! Stronger
Whoa,
than it
current
looks.
is way too strong. That current is way too strong. That current is way too strong. No, too strong, too strong, too strong, too strong, too strong a current.
Hold up. I'll weigh it down for you.
Great. Okay.
You're welcome.
His fingers must be
Thank you.
absolutely
Make a
destroyed.
great counterweight. I mean,
Okay, I'll choose to take that as a compliment.
as well you should.
Young lady.
Swallow some water.
Love that that's the least of his worries. Exactly. Matt Smith did the same thing. My favourite one of those is Bryan Cranston went around San Diego Comic Con wearing a Heisenberg mask. That's my favourite one. Hey, 22 underscore.
Can't do this alone.
Okay.
Do do do. A new body at last.
This should work. All right, stand clear.
Oh, here we go. Mind the closing doors, please.
Here you go.
Okay, great.
Mark Hamill did a Stormtrooper prank on Jimmy Kimmel's show. Yeah.
Let's move this out of the way.
Yep.
Gotta lift up that bookcase. Gotta lift up that mighty bookcase. Gotta lift up that plenty of bookcases. To do it right, child.
Okay. Hey, look. Thomas Two's sigil.
So we're in Two's house.
Sovereign his mansion.
The Rhode
Second
Island
in
pirate.
command. Going up the pirate hierarchy.
Always check for journal things. You never know what you might find. Finding in here. Afternoon, DJR.
Good lord.
Oh, good God.
Looks like we found the part.
Looks like we're a little late.
Hi, Eric Cantona. What are you doing here, the disembodied floating head of Eric Cantona? The world's greatest footballer slash actor. She doesn't want to do the voice because she's unsure. Oh, that's creepy. So she doesn't want to do the voice because she's unsure of whether it'd be offensive to do a deep French accent. Thank you very much. Great. Another piece of shit for this room. Brilliant. Love you. God. Here we go.
Hey. Check it out.
It's another sigil. Oh my god.
What?
It's them. Elena, these other pirate captains have founded the baton.
Oh,
What the hell happened here?
this is them. This is the whole
I'm no
bloody lot.
forensics expert, but I would say bad drinks.
Apparently.
Mm.
So what was this? Some kind of wealthy pirate suicide cult?
Not likely.
Nope.
Not these guys.
What do you think happened, folks? And who's missing?
On behalf of Lord Avery, I invite you to my manor at sundown tomorrow. The time has come to abandon our animosities and reunite under the banner of God. and liberty. Signed Thomas too.
Oh.
What do you bet? Thomas 2, Henry Avery. Looks
The
like
only
our
two that aren't
hosts didn't
there.
stick around to clean up their mess.
Well, that wasn't very gracious of them.
Okay, so these guys sparked a full-scale revolt when they claimed the treasure for themselves. Now, they took care of the colonists, but then they had to deal with each other. And I'm guessing things got pretty messy. So, Avery and 2 invite them up here to,
Abandon our animosity.
abandon the animosities. Avery makes a grand toast. For God and liberty! Arg, ahoy, mateys, all that. And they all take a swig. Except these two. And just like that, all the treasure of Libertalia becomes the sole possession of 2 men. These are some of history's greatest pirates. And they all perished in an instant at this very table.
It's incredible.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, since our missing hosts aren't here at Two's Manor,
We should head over to Avery's.
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, but I'm having a bit more fun with the story. State of Decay is the best one in that trilogy. It's fascinating. It's like all the top bloody pirates are right here.
For posterity.
Every single one of them. Apart from Thomas 2, Henry Avery, who left them for dead. Poisoned them and got away with it. It's great, isn't it? Because you really get lost in the history story of this, isn't it? You sort of really get into that. It's not just the story of the characters you play as and follow.
Slowly.
The historical stuff is fascinating.
Be careful.
God damn it, Nate.
I'm okay. I got it.
I'll meet you up top.
A good pirate doesn't exist. All pirates are blackguards and scurvy knaves.
Hey.
Hi.
Murderers, marauders, masochists, one and all. He needs to be less thick and
Sure our
beefy,
truck is still there.
does he?
Yeah, I see it. Keep your eyes peeled, huh? And we are officially inside Henry Avery's house. More cannons, just like at Two's mansion.
I guess
Hey, Adit, thank you for those cheers. What about Pugwash? Oh, Pugwash was a notorious murderer. He just didn't let on.
poisoning.
So that's the second to last one. Oh god, so we've still got a little bit to go.
Sorry.
Picard myself. Janeway is amazing though, to be fair. I haven't watched enough of Voyager or DS9 to thingy. Help! I'm trying to explore ancient ruins, but I'm dummy thick of the clap of my gloriously sculpted abs is letting the loose bridges and rock formations. If your abs were sculpted, they wouldn't clap. That's a terrifying thought. They'd be in a lot of pain if they were clapping. They'd be like udders.
Word of the day, ostentatious.
So why didn't he kill Thomas too? Was he like his right-hand man?
Yeah, that's exactly what he was. Can you imagine taking orders from a paranoid psychopath?
This sounds like my first
Oh,
job.
right. So they're more like
What, the producer
they're more
of a
like
TV show?
plates.
No, my manager from Macho Nacho.
You worked at a Macho Nacho?
It was a high school job.
Did you wear one of those hats?
The point is, my boss was a paranoid psychopath.
He was the manager at a Macho Nacho.
Just watch it, okay?
Ah, so it's the kitchen where we've just come from. Okay. I've not met Michael Windsor, no. It's the only logical answer.
Look, shoreline.
The Master's
Park in the front
TARDIS.
And left a bunch of muddy footprints behind.
door. Let's see where they went.
This is never a good sign.
Bingo.
Here, have a bunch of weapons. That usually means something's about to go down, folks.
So, where are the shoreline guys?
I know, right? I expected to see someone by now.
Yeah, it's like they all up and vanished.
You don't suppose they pirate the ghosts?
Don't even joke about that.
We've seen some supernatural shit between us. There be a fight brewing.
More footprints.
Over here.
Sorry, Elaine. The fact we need to go that way implies that there's some stuff over here that can be investigated. So it's just a reach. Well, just let me explore. See, I've ended up sticking with the grenade launcher just because it's the one I want to use. Even though I will absolutely die. Oh, Dalton, the recent the cast reunited stream that he did on Retro Rewind on his YouTube channel.
Footprints.
They
go to the store.
no, Lucy's making the tomato sauce for the pizza this afternoon. They talk about what their characters will be doing in
Why bother
lockdown.
barricading their path unless...
They found something. All right, help me push this open.
Yeah. Oh shit! Shoreline!
How is that not killing this guy? There we go.
More coming.
Oh my god. Storm troubles. I'll be okay. Oh my god. Yes, now Elena.
Jesus. You alright?
Yeah. They were just waiting to ambush us.
Yeah. Alright, let's get that door open. See what they didn't want us to find.
Oh my god. Whew. Okay. Oh! Oh, you're new. So I have limited shots, but I quite like the guns I've got because they're interesting. Okay. Oh my god. Right. That way. Wow. Sorry, I just... That was just very... That was tense.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Oh, hello there.
Hello.
What is it?
It's a letter. Signed by Avery.
Really? Read it.
My loyal subjects, as the sun sets on our glorious paradise, we must endeavor to preserve its riches. The traitorous, too, knows our secrets, so we must act quickly, destroy the dam, cleanse New Devon.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
And move my treasure through the passage to my ship.
Two and Avery turned on each other.
Are you really surprised?
I guess not.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Wow. We did pass 1 o'clock. Everyone hit it with emojis. Don't worry about it.
There's no more footprints. They end here.
Okay, so where did they go?
Pirate ghosts. What's up
You
the ladder?
joke, but all 3 previous entries had a supernatural element to them.
This is amazing.
What? What have you got there?
It's a copy of the British proclamation
Silent
to
Book.
apprehend Avery. Looks like
Jesus.
he's proud of being the most wanted man in the world.
So he just hung it up. Wanted poster of himself, and he just hung it up in his room. That's pretty badass, gotta admit.
It's Sam's lighter.
Oh.
Drop it?
Yeah, on purpose. Whatever it is we're looking for has to be somewhere around here.
There's got to be another way out of this room.
Maybe that passage Avery mentioned in the letter. Where's the switch?
Damn termites. Hello, my name is Will, and I still blame the damn termites.
That's you now, Will. That's what you sound like. It's official. TDJ. So anyone who's keeping track of the treasures, that is the Mughal dinnerware, which is the last one of this chapter. Big bloody bear. Painting of Avery. Damn. That's before he leapt in his spaceship with his son. Nate.
Yeah. Find something?
I think so. Think they figured that got out for us.
How did you do that?
There's a bloody fingerprint right here where Libertalia should be, and I pushed it.
Nicely done.
So the letter said that Avery was moving his treasure to the ship.
Yeah,
Do you think the treasure's still on that island?
I think it doesn't matter anymore.
Go on. God damn it! Hello, gang! It's been 3 hours and 34 minutes and someone's only just mentioned my keyword! I'm proud of you guys! Get out of here, Fred. Split up. By yourself. Elena, I don't like being in dark passageways on my own. Thank you. Oh shoot, here we go.
Yeah.
He's definitely the reason for the articles.
He
What?
built himself a panic cave.
I wonder where this goes.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Ace, give me some of that nitro 9 you're not carrying.
We are going to find out. Right now! Tomorrow. We're going to find out tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me for the stream. 3.5 hour beastie boy! But my wife and I have pizzas to make. I have technology. So get ready for streaming podcast recording tonight. So I can't stick around. But thank you all so much for joining me. It was a fun one, right? We had a good stream. That was a good time. I have a poo that needs doing. No, it's not. Yeah, I'll leave you to that. Brucey's, everybody. Thank you for Brucey's. I had fun. I hope you did too. If you wanna, remember to send your emails in for the podcast. If you wanna have a good time, then I will see you again here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That's frozen on my thing. That's really weird. I'll see you all again here at 2 o'clock tomorrow. 2 till 5-ish. It might be the final stretch of the game. Only way to know is to tune in and see. But my love to you all. You're all absolute stars. 2 of the clocks. And if you would like to have some more streamy background noise now, I'm going to send you over to a lovely man who does pretty much a song and a dance every time someone watches. Lovely Inel is currently playing The Last of Us. Bit more of a horror game, but please do go show him my love. And give him my love, because I'm not going to go over. I've got to render this and all that gubbins. Now, thank you for the stream, Beal Guy. He always has a great raid theme song, so I'm going to send you over for the raid theme song. But also he's playing The Last of Us, which is the game this studio made before this one. So if you're enjoying Uncharted 4 and you want to see a bit more of a scary game with really good character relationships, I'm going to send you over to it now. As for those watching this on the repeat, stick around, because tomorrow will be part 6 of Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, baby, the finale. Love to you all. I'll see you soon.